fun runs on the way, streaming magic every day. Join the shelter, it's alright. Blues and twos bring out the light. Raising funds for a good cause, verbal energy, no pause. Scrub gaming is how we do, making friends and chilling too. Starting soon, don't miss a thing. Charity's the song we sing. With the pack, we're never alone. K9 shelter feels like home. Animals all around us here, bringing joy and spreading cheer. Communities are common ground, feel the love with every sound. Starting soon, don't miss a thing. Charity's the song we sing. With the pack, we're never alone. K9 shelter feels like home. Blues and twos light up the night. Feel the vibes, the love so right. Here's a love bang, here's two games. K9 shelters where we reign. Raising funds for a good cause, verbal energy, no pause. Scrub gaming is how we do, making friends and chilling too. Starting soon, don't miss a thing. Charity's the song we sing. With the pack, we're never alone. K9 shelter feels like home. Animals all around us here, bringing joy and spreading cheer. Communities are common ground, feel the love with every sound. Animals all around us here, bringing joy and spreading cheer. Communities are common ground, K9 shelter feels like home. Blues and twos light up the night, feel the vibes, the love so right. Here's a love bang, here's two games. K9 shelters where we reign. Blues and twos light up the night, feel the vibes, the love so right. Here's a love bang, here's two games. K9 shelters where we reign. Blues and twos light up the night.
Welcome in, everyone, to episode 7 of Happy Hour in the Doghouse with our esteemed guest today, La Bonita herself, Epic Ranger, everyone. So, first off, we need to raise a glass. Epic and I have had many a drink in our time, but we have our margaritas. What flavor do you have, Epic? Epic, you're muted.
I just did that.
Love it.
I haven't started either.
It's alright, I haven't
Strawberry
either.
lime.
So,
Strawberry lime today.
strawberry lime. I went with watermelon because I got told I should try watermelon instead. I'm not
I like it
huge on
too,
it.
but this one's like the best.
Oh,
This
it
one's
is
the
the
best.
best. So,
Mhm.
first things first. Salud, pros,
Salud.
Nastrovia, and
Yes.
cheers.
Mhm. It's
Oh,
really good.
a little cheeky bit of watermelon there. But thank you all so much for coming in. Offer it. I seen Heavy Hustle, aka the bestie there. But I also see my incredible Shaisu in here. We've got Leon, we've got all these people. JD, thank you so much. I would drink with you, but hey, Abby, chill. It's alright, it's alright. I'm not gonna read it out.
Yeah.
Twittering ban me. But Abby, you little fucker. But alright, so first things first, Epic Ranger, how about you give us a little introduction to who you are?
Um, it's so funny. I never really introduced myself a lot. Um, just Epic Ranger. Um, I'm from New England, which is like Rhode Island. The state is Rhode Island, which is part of New England, but we all have almost like the craziest accent. Um, and I am Latina. I'm two types of Latina, Mexican and Cuban. Let's see. I have two boys, two teenagers. I have a hubby almost. I've been with him since I was 16. So I'm gonna turn 39 next week, so that's
Wouldn't have
exciting.
guessed. No, 25 at top.
Oh,
Yeah, see.
thank you so much. Oh my God, thank you. So yeah, so let's see. And I work as a what is it? I am a certified pharmacy technician, senior tech, pharmacy manager.
Oh,
So
wow.
I am in charge of the girls in the pharmacy, filling what they need to do and everything, and making sure pharmacists do their thing correctly. So that's what I do for work.
Damn. All right. Quite the repertoire off rip.
Yeah,
Um, well, one, like, that's impressive. Pharmacy techs. As someone that's been having to deal with some medication recently, that's a big job to have.
it
Um,
is.
but you
Oh, and
know,
I've been doing it for 20 years too.
Shaisu, it's okay. It's okay. You can come grab some out the cupboard. All right. But yeah, like 22 years. Damn, like I know full well that I hear a medication name and I'm like, I would never remember that in my life. And then everyone's just like, oh, it's just this one, and then they just pop something. So I find that very impressive. All right. And I know you work
Yeah,
very, very hard. We have a
I
lot of
do.
conversations about you need to slow down. Like
I
you
know.
need to
I
pinch
love my
yourself.
job though, even though it's chaotic and hectic. I love it. I love the fast pace and the chaoticness and like the craziness of how customers will like act if they don't get their certain way or the certain medicine at a certain time. It's almost like a novella for me.
It's
Never
like a
ending.
novella.
I
Okay.
swear to God, it's never ending. It's just every day, all day. I was like, okay, okay, that's why it's just entertaining. If your job is boring, you don't want to go to it. It's so dragging.
That is
I feel like, yeah.
very valid. All right, like because yeah, the
Hmm.
boring days. What's the point in doing it? But I mean,
For
it's
real.
also a noble cause in itself, healthcare. Let's be
Hmm.
real. You guys are the real heroes. All right, because
Oh,
I
thank
mean,
you.
even us as military, we wouldn't run without our medication. So,
For
you give us the
real.
wrong one, we're screwed. But
That's it. Yeah.
that's
See,
like
that's what I do. I make sure that nobody fucks up. Oh, excuse me.
no, no, you can swear all you want on here and stuff. Like it's all good. I mean, I'm gonna be swearing a lot in a minute. Don't you worry.
Hmm.
Especially with a few drinks in me.
Oh, good, good.
But so you've got all that going on like the as people would say the IRL, right? The real life. There's all that going on, and you're a streamer. How did you come
Yeah.
about streaming?
I don't know. I played Halo a lot and I was playing Halo with a bunch of people. They're like, you should stream, you're funny. Oh my god, your accent. Everything's about the accent. Like like, oh my god, your accent's crazy. First of all, I never thought I had an accent. I thought I was just a regular gal. I thought everybody spoke like that. I don't know. So I was like, okay. And so then they say you should stream, it's funny. And I was like, okay. Then I just started doing it and people wanted to watch and I was like, okay. I guess
Okay.
I'll do it.
Because it's funny you mentioned the accent thing. Obviously, imagine having an accent, but like I actually spoke to Shaisu about this last night, where people are always like, "Oh, I don't have an accent." Now it's obviously because where you grow up, you don't hear it until someone else hears it, right? And I know that she was very excited to hear the New England kind of accent and stuff alone. And it is one
Yeah.
of the things that is definitely very Epic Ranger, right? So much so that we got I'm here, and
Yep.
I know that I lovingly take the piss a lot because you got your M4, your barbed
Yeah.
wire, yeah, right, and
I just never noticed it until people would say it after me. I'm like, oh my god, that's how I sound.
yeah, right. But
Jesus.
it's so personable. I think that's the difference. Is your accent is very warm, very welcoming, right? It's not a
Hmm.
harsh accent that makes people put off. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
I think it's a really nice accent to have like that. Um,
Yeah.
and I was gonna say with the barbed wire and the M4 thing, I am wearing my K9 has your six, which is actually inspired by Epic Ranger and our Siege gameplay. All right.
Oh well, let's go. That's
So
so great.
Epic
I
got
have
me back
yours
in
on too. I
the
have
mod
your mod
squad.
one.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
I
And
have that
so
one.
so I was gonna say like we've definitely had some journeys when it comes to some games. Siege is one of those that I had a blast with on you, and that was when I first heard your barbed wire, right? For example, I was like, this one he uses the M4, and I'm like, okay,
Yep, that's it.
so that in itself was a blast, right? Just
Hmm.
having someone to bounce off of and not be too serious about things. Obviously, every now and then you get to have your little British digs and go like, oh my god, he said this or whatever, right? So, um, what got
It
you
was
into Siege for starters?
Oh, for Siege, let's see. Why did I start playing Siege? I forgot. It was like, oh my, that was like 2018. I saw it and I was like, oh, I want to play this, and I started playing it, and there wasn't a lot of maps, so there's like four of them, only five, I think. And I started playing. I got into it. I got into ranking and this and that. Now it's like really, it's still big and more maps, more operators and everything. Um, I don't know, and I like the tactical aspect of it. Like you gotta like think to kill your enemy.
Yeah,
That's what I like. So I mean, I loved Halo, but R6 is different from Halo.
yeah.
Halo, you just go kill. In R6, you got to think before you go
You
kill.
gotta.
That's what
It's
I.
like
That's what I said.
bullets hurt, like when I know very much for the like many games, right? There's a lot of people that carry me in many games, right? So I was playing Apex with Shaisu last night, and she was carrying
Oh,
me. We even got one dub. I was like, oh my god, a dub! But
let's go.
like, and
Two.
then I've got people like you guys in Halo as a collective that carry me.
Uh,
But
mm,
I do have to say we need to get back on Siege at some point because there's nothing like Epic Ranger being like, "Hey
mm,
K9, you gotta be over here. You're doing
that's
this.
it.
I need
Kaden, look
sight
at
line."
the door.
Meanwhile, I'm
Kaden,
just
look at the door. They're coming in right now.
there's a very very long clip of us where I am panicking because Epic and I are the last two alive, and I think it was against three
That was
people.
so good. It was
And
so good.
I'm hit that, and she's going, K9, you take your eyes off that door. You take your eyes off that door. And I was like, no, I'm sat here like shaking. And
Don't
she's like, I
move.
got this, don't move. And we ended up getting a clutch victory.
That was
Um,
so good. I loved it.
and then like the next round is like we just get that clutch victory, and then the next thing I'm dead, and I'm like I ran in, and she's like, K9, why'd you go in here? Like I was like, I'm sorry,
We
you
gotta
know.
go around, K9.
Yeah, I just ran through the door and made him more
I,
nervous. Yeah, it was
my
scary.
bad. Excuse
No,
me.
it's like being yelled at by like one of my sergeants. Like, hey, you
Because
better. Fucking...
if he would have looked away for 1 second, we would have been dead.
That's just
That's
it.
like
And
that's
I
it.
nearly did. I nearly did. And then next thing he comes across, I just trigger finger. But it like yeah, there's been many a moment on Siege like that. But you also mentioned that you really started off with Halo, right?
Yeah.
Now, I know how many Halo people are in here overall and know you for you being you. So when did Halo really begin for you?
So 2000 and was it 8, 7 or 8 when Halo 3 came out for
Okay.
me. I
And
knew about Halo 1 and 2. I played it and everything, but like where I got into it was Halo 3. That's my favorite one, of course. Um and then Reach, when Reach came out, I cried, of course, like a million
of
times.
course.
I played it 100 million times. Reach is beautiful. ODST, uh, just a magical. I don't know. ODST is just like another one that I would like play over and over again. You can just never get bored of that. And I just kept playing and playing Halo and got into the lore and everything, and I just fell in love with it.
Okay,
I
because
love it. Yeah.
so Halo 3, I even remember it coming out. I remember all the commercials. I remember everything, like the hype. Like that's kind of a crazy one to come in on because the whole premise was like that was the end of Master Chief's era, right? Finishing the fight and
Yeah.
stuff. So like you
Yeah.
already had to come into it with this like different mindset of like, oh, there's been 2 more games that I haven't played.
Yeah.
But yeah, Heavy Hustle. That's just it. I remember when Halo 1 came out as well.
Hmm.
So, but what drew you to the game initially? Was it the multiplayer or was it the campaign?
It was mostly the campaign. I did the campaign first, then I tried multiplayer. I was always scared of playing it though, so I wouldn't play it too much. Just because I knew I was playing with other people
Yeah.
and they were real. They weren't that
Okay.
the aliens that
Right.
I was killing. So I was like, oh my God, and I was just getting nervous and stuff. So I didn't do too much of the multiplayer, but mostly the campaigns. I fell in love with the campaigns and how the story was. It
Okay.
was really nice.
So then you kind of got into Halo. When was it you started playing multiplayer more regularly into that competitive side that you know,
More multiplayer, it was when H5 came out.
when
Even in
H5 came
H4,
out?
I couldn't do H4 that much. I was just nervous. But when H5 came out, day and night, nonstop, for like 3 years.
Well, first off, Shaisu is also saying Halo 1 and 2 are S tier. Very quickly, have you gone back and played through Halo 1 and 2 since?
Like the campaigns?
Yeah, the campaigns
Oh
and
yeah,
okay, all
yes.
right. We just had
Mhm.
to, address the
Of
elephant in the
course,
room there because they are fantastic games. They are like incredible
of
games.
course, I
But
had to. Yes.
so now you've gone back through, you come up, and then Halo 5. That was when, if I remember correctly, we first got Sprint as a non-power up, if I'm correct,
Yep.
right? And then they also had the PvE element against Warden Eternal, off the top of my head,
Mhm.
where you could fight the other team or you could try and get goals and points for killing like aliens and then eventually the boss battle. And as Heavy is saying as well, like Spartan Assault, Spartan Ops and stuff was really good. Spartan Assault was the 2D point and click type toggle shooter, if I remember rightly. Did not do well. But so what made you start wanting to play that competitively then? What
Oh
drew
wait,
you
no, that's when I
differently?
started. I was starting playing more
Just
um
online?
online there, but then when Infinite came out, I did competitively,
Oh, okay. So,
like rank stuff. It was in Infinite. Like I
okay.
was doing ranking like crazy.
So
Um,
5 was just kind of like your initiation into multiplayer where you felt comfortable and then
yeah,
obsessed, as you
yes,
said.
but I still wouldn't speak with people. I wouldn't speak to the team I had, and I wouldn't. I couldn't. I was like,
Yeah.
no. And then in Infinite, I was like, okay, I'll turn on my mic or I'll speak to the team or this and that. And then I got into it. So,
Oh, we have
um,
our first real question here. I see it
mm,
in the chat here. Bun Bun says, "Any tips for beginning Halo players? I heckin' suck at shooters."
any tips? So the Halo Infinite, if she wants to play like Infinite, the one that's out now, if you just want to play a regular, what's a multiplayer, quick play, and then you use all the different guns on the map or the guns they give you, and you just shoot whatever's moving. That's it. Shoot whatever's moving.
Ranger
Um,
that, like, and
yeah,
shoot whatever moves.
and I feel like quick play is better to just learn on, because it's like practicing before getting into the competitive side of it. Also, I feel like I got so good at sniping because of big team battles.
Hmm.
Big team battles, like any sniper or shock rifles, it's a big map, and anything that moves, just shoot them. That's
Not your
it. And
team,
then
not your team. Let's put
not,
that out
I mean,
there.
of course, yeah, not
Yeah.
your team. If you see the enemy color that you chose, whatever color, you just shoot them. That's it. Big team battle. Heavy hates big team battle. This is why he leaves.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, it is a it's a different vibe compared to. It's
Mhm.
a lot more chaotic. There's a lot less one-on-one interactions. You can, like you said, you can be
Yeah.
sniped across the map. You can have vehicles
Mhm.
flying around. It's a
Yeah.
bit more chaotic in that sense.
But
Um,
like I feel like there's more weapons on the map, and you can just practice with them and everything. It's not, but mostly like the quick play. I don't know what the menu is now because they change it all the
they change
time.
it all the time.
All the time. So just like the regular quick play, or I think they have firefight. So you're shooting aliens with the AIs, and that's it. So that's another one too.
even
The
even the
firefights,
campaign
right?
can, yeah, there's firefight, and even the campaign can help you adjust to certain weapons,
Yeah.
kind of also figure out like reticle placement and stuff if you're really trying to get into that side of things, especially if you go into things like team
Hmm.
SWAT and that, like just practicing those headshots on moving targets like you said and things. um,
Yeah.
but I mean, I was nowhere near the level that like people like yourself, Heavy Hustle, Doctor Dive, all these people, Clutch World, everyone that I came in and grew up on Twitch with. I was still always, as I call it, scrub Halo, right? And that's my
No.
level. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. It's fine. If anything, like as long as I get my frag kills or something, I'm happy. Like. Um, but it's even been a while for me. So unfortunately, I feel like Halo is one of those games that you have to consistently play to keep up that kind of skill level. Because
Yeah.
if you start bouncing around different FPSs, you're gonna start losing those certain little skill sets, those little niches and tricks that Halo players have an advantage against each other over
Yeah.
certain things. Like I know myself being like kind of variety growing up. Like I learned from Call of Duty to switch to my sidearm instead of reloading and things from Call of Duty, and then I brought that to Halo, and I was like, this is mind blowing. I'm getting those quick draws with the pistol, and then everyone's like, what the hell? And I'm like, but there's not many transferable from Halo to other games. Like people start trying to do the Halo hop, the little jump around, and it's not the same as the
Yeah.
physics are different and stuff. But
Yeah.
no, I mean that's like some really good advice there. Is that like just try things out, get into different
Mhm.
types of matches. Um, Apex you can. I've been playing a lot of Apex recently because of Shaisu, and
Oh, let's
yeah,
go.
and I'm doing terrible. I am definitely a Halo player at
Oh,
heart, and she's very supportive of me, being like, you're doing great, and I'm like, I got 16 damage. Like, calm down. No, I'm not cracked. You're cracked, but
he's cracked. Let's
um,
go.
like it's a whole different vibe, where it's like for me, even the fact that um he wins his one. No, I don't. I got one kill in like 5 matches. So um and then so it's like with Halo, I feel like there's a different pace as well. Apex is very fast paced, like Titanfall was. Halo has its own like rules of engagement, like where because you've got those shields, you've got damn it, like you need to know how many for especially for ranked, like how many are in your chamber. Is it worth reloading? Because
Mhm.
I watch people like Epic play, and like I can see almost the thought process of like, if I run around this corner, I need to be able to engage them, but at the same time, like I'm probably 2 bullets short. Like, how do I engage that? Oh, I got to close the gap and
Yep.
like melee, or I got to try and you know get certain cover so they miss a couple of their shots enough for you. Like, there is a lot of strategy behind it. You like the
Mhm.
ways that aliens scream on Halo?
Oh, I love them. I
um,
have my little collection of all Halo on this
yes.
side.
So
I
like,
don't know if you can
it's
see
kind
it.
of,
Like,
yeah. You might have to.
oh, you see my Lord of the Rings. Excuse me.
We
Oh
see,
no,
yeah.
this.
There is a whole
Lord, oh, you
background
can't
over there.
see it. Oh my God. Oh, there it
Well,
is. Oh, that's all that Halo right there.
and that just kind of
Yeah.
says a bit. And I know some of those things you've won and stuff as well. And I love that you have your own little gaming space as well.
This is my escape.
Yeah, because again, I've already, gone away from Halo Infinite a bit. I'll circle back around. But,
I know.
Went, take care at work. Thank you for being here. Oh my God, Leah in the doghouse.
Leah.
Um, let me get you shout outs. But so whilst we're on the topic of that, then, like, you have also said that you're a very busy person as a parent, as um, a wife. A in that sense, like there's work. So having your own gaming space, how important is that?
Oh my goodness, very important. You always need to escape. I feel like it's always an escape from reality.
Yeah,
I don't know. For me, it is. I just want to like leave everything outside that door. This is mine to
th-
relax,
this is your
and
little sanctuary.
that's it.
And
Yep.
in saying that, obviously you've built up a collection over time, and made it
Yes.
your own. But how receptive are the people in your like immediate vicinity of your space when it comes to gaming? Is there constant knocks at the door, like, "Hey, I need this"?
No.
They respect
No.
it. They're just like, you
Yeah, they
know,
really do. Yeah. Or and then if they do need me, they will like text me or like knock on the door quietly.
yeah,
And that means that they're coming in, you know? They just
okay,
don't barge in here, you
yeah.
know? So, yeah, they do. It's like this is my escape, my time. It's me, you know? So,
So,
and I
so
love it. So peaceful.
is gaming your predominant hobby then? To have your own space like
Yeah.
that?
Mostly, yeah. I stopped reading 3 years ago. I want to start it again. That was one of the New Year's resolution was this year to read again,
Yeah,
and I'm gonna start because I have a whole like bookshelf of books. I read most of them, but I want to add more to it, so I want to read again. Um, I feel like it's so soothing to read. It just calms you. So like every like I'm not a very stressful person. I try to decrease stress.
yeah,
When I see someone stressed, 'cause especially working in the pharmacy, if I see my coworkers getting all like, triggered or, stimulated and stuff, I feel like I help them just relax and calm down. And it's funny, it's been said to me, they're like, oh, thank God Sarai's here. Oh my god. Oh, that's my real name too, Sarai.
yeah. It's
Thank
okay.
God she's here. Oh my god, we can breathe. Like, they tell me it's like every time you come, it's just like a breath of fresh air. I'm like, I know. This is why I'm here for you.
Some people
Like
have that
so
aura.
funny.
It's just like you have a sense of control over everything.
God
It's
heavy.
okay. I was just
Yeah,
about to say as
that's
well,
what it
like
is. That's what it
Leah
is.
Leah made a really good point there as well of like reading is really good, but it's like finding that time to set aside, especially without distraction for me.
Yes,
Like,
especially with phones and stuff now.
yeah, like
Like, I
I
don't
can
know.
I know I tried reading whilst I was in my sling because I was like, I'm not meant to game or anything. And then I was just like looking at like YouTube as I was reading, and I was just like, that this ain't happening. It's not like computing. And so like for me, I actually had this discussion again with Shaisu last night. Where I was like, that's the reason that I actually like a bathtub in a house is because I'm like if I go have a bath instead, I'm like I'm gonna read and there's no distractions because if I drop my phone in the water, that's it, it's gone, whatever. And then
That's
Heavy
it.
Hustle goes like, I just read a book in jail, so I'll go to
Oh
jail. That'll
shit!
make
This
you,
one.
you know, that'll make you go have enough time to read a book. So I'm about to go commit war crimes just so I can read. All right, like,
For
um,
real. Like, there's nothing else to do but read there. Yep.
right? And I know
That's
we've
so
got a lot of
funny.
people in here that are avid readers as well. I know Nicole, she enjoys reading. Leah, what sort of books do you enjoy?
Anything like fantasy. I'm not a big, huge romance person. Um,
No smut for
fan.
her. No smut for Epic. Get that
Yeah,
smut
well,
out of here.
I don't know. Fantasy, mostly fantasy, horror, mystery. Um, one time I read this book. It's called The Cellar. Excuse me, Cellar. But
No, no, we got you. We got you. Speak naturally. We like it.
okay, so the Cellar. So the thing is, I read this book, and there's a movie called Split. I don't know if anybody's seen the movie Split.
With
Um,
James McAvoy, is that the one where?
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so this book was exactly the same as that movie, but I read that book like years before that movie came out. So what I did, I know who, was the director of the movie.
M.
Yes.
Night Shyamalan.
Yes, which
Yeah.
I
Okay.
love his movies, even though they're corny or whatever. They're like, I mean, Signs, amazing. The Happening, awesome. Even though everybody's like, ooh, nobody likes it. I love him. Lady in the Water, like all that. I love it, right? But this one, the Split, I actually emailed that director, M. Night Shyamalan. I'm like,
Yeah.
excuse me, sir. Excuse me 1 second.
Hold on. Let me put my glasses on.
Yeah.
Like,
Did you get this inspiration from this book? Please let me know.
yeah.
And I waited for like 2 months, no reply and everything. And
Oh.
I'm like, forget it, lost cause. And then like 2 months later, he's like, excuse me? That's all he said to me.
Excuse me? What? Like,
That's all he said to me. And I'm like,
I just want
the
to
question
know.
was,
Like,
I just want to know, did you get this inspiration for that movie from this book?
yeah. Like,
Nothing.
just give credit where credit is due, you know? That's all I'm asking.
Yeah,
Like,
that's all I wanted to know because it was a great book. The movie was awesome. If nobody's seen it, please watch Split. It's amazing. I'm a big movie person, Canine. Like
yeah.
huge. Like
We can definitely get
huge.
onto some movies too, because Patricia needs to talk about movies, right? You know,
Who's
in that
Patricia?
in
Ooh.
Split, where when he's got like multiple
Oh,
personalities,
no,
and
wait,
he's
who's
like, "That
Patricia?
wasn't me. That
Uh,
was Patricia."
There's
You
so
know?
many of them. Oh, I
Yeah,
think it was like 13 of them or
yeah.
something.
So
Mhm.
a quick book question. Scarlet Snake says, "What?" Oh no, that's another question from Scarlet Snake. Very quickly. My bad. When it came to people not bothering your space, she said, "What training method did you use to get them to not bother you?"
Oh my God, none. Oh, this is what it is. You leave food prepared.
Oh,
Okay, there it is. I prep food. I prep a lot. I leave meals prepared. They just have to heat it up, whatever. I organize snacks and like baskets. Easy peasy. Grab them and go. Boom. That's it. Nobody gotta tell me where's this, where's that. It's right there. Nice and neat, organized. Life is smooth when it's like that. I'm telling you,
okay. So there we go.
so smooth.
There's the trick stat. But going back to the
That's what
books, then,
they don't bother you like that.
Scarlet Snake also asks, "Are you familiar with the Shannara Chronicles?"
No, I'm not. But Shannara. No, I'm thinking of. No, I'm not. What kind of like
Genre is it?
novels
What?
are?
Yeah.
Yeah, like yeah.
I mean, it sounds very fantasy. Oh, by Terry Brooks. Okay.
Oh no, I'm not. I should.
Um.
Like this is like I know a lot of people have been actually a lot of people's been saying to read the Fourth Wing so I can get into the new book that just came out. Onyx something. Onyx Storm.
Oh, Red
Shannara
Dragoon is also
Chronicles of
saying Shannara
Frontier Shame.
Chronicles
It
was
got
good too.
it got canceled. Oh, but we can still get the books.
I
Other
mean, I would hope so.
oh the
Maybe it just wasn't making enough. Um,
mm.
then your boy B Dog, welcome in by the way. I seen you redeem Team Dog. Let's go. But if you could replay a game you've played in the past that you liked, whether you streamed it, if you can remember if you did or not, would you play that game again and stream it again while playing that said game? So yeah,
Yeah.
like would you replay games on stream?
Oh yeah, I would. Wait, if I already streamed it and do it again?
Possibly, yeah. Like
Okay,
just
like
the game. So
um,
game first. Would you replay games, and then would you replay games on stream?
I will replay games. I'm one of those people. I'm just replaying again Lord of the Rings Legos. I already did it. I'm doing it again. Um, Dead Space, BioShock, yes.
Oh, Bioshock's so
Uh, oh my God, BioShock is amazing. All the Halos, of course. I actually
Fuck's sake,
wanna
heavy.
up heavy.
Fuck's sake, heavy.
Swear to God. uh, I will replay games if I really did like them. I will do all the campaigns again. I don't know why I wasn't a big fan of the campaign in 2 for some reason. I don't know why in Halo 2. But
Okay.
I will yeah, I don't know why. What's the other game? So, yep. Yeah, so like Dead Space, BioShock, all the Halos. I think what other game?
So there's like a good mixture there as well because there's some horror games mixed in there. Like I know Bioshock isn't technically horror, but there's like elements of it, right? You know, the
Hmm.
splices and things like that. I
So
know
good.
I know very well because I actually have part of my back tattoo is the Big Daddy. Because again, what a
No way.
yeah, so like the helmet on my back is Sub Zero's mask, Master
Oh
Chief, and then a
wow.
Big Daddy in like a trifold thing.
You
Um,
did you take a picture of this before? Is it like in the
Maybe
pic?
somewhere, maybe somewhere. I don't know,
What? I didn't know
but
that. That's so cool.
yeah, and for me, the reason was BioShock was one of those games everyone
Oh
said
yeah.
you've gotta play, and I was like, nah, it's not my type of thing. And then I
No, you have
played it,
to.
and I was like, I was just looking at this at face value, and not the story is so good, the lore is
It's
so good,
amazing. Oh
yeah.
my
And so I was
god.
like, man, I missed out at the time, and that's one of those reasons
Mhm.
that is like, oh, okay, like sometimes you don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah. Oh, and of course I did all the Gears of Wars.
Gears of
I
War.
did that. I'm looking at my collection of games over there. I'm
That's
like, what else
okay.
did I?
I
But you know
think
what?
Heavy wants to
How
come
I
on the
have them? I
podcast.
have them as like the best games, like on top, medium games in the middle. And I have like 5 shelves, like which are the ones that I played like the most. So I
Yeah,
have them in all the Halos, Gears of War, Bioshock, Dead Spaces, all that stuff. So I just have them like that.
because I do know that the La La Leah over here and I are going to be playing some Dead Space 3 at some point.
Oh, let's go! Yes.
And she mentioned that she's a horror movie girly, but she's not so good with horror games, and neither am I. So I don't know how
I've
this is
watched
gonna
her.
go.
I watched her. It's so good. She's so when she yells, it's so funny. That's a good one. Okay, so be prepared. It's so good. I love it. I can't wait to watch you guys do that.
The yeah, that's just it. Leah is like, at least I finished mine. I had a genuine panic attack playing
You did
Outlast.
it.
Yeah,
What?
like I was like 4 hours in, and I had to quit stream. I was like, I had so much PTSD from one scene that
Oh
I
my
was like,
god.
I need to dip. Like, um, but it was for
Oh my
charity, so it was
god.
worth it. It was worth it.
Okay.
But the only thing I can remember is Leah playing Dead Space and saying that one of the characters was Obscure Menace and then stomping on its head and saying he looked like unseasoned chicken or something. And I was like, whoa!
What?
I was like, this whole thing. And now I'm excited to see what happens in Dead Space. So that's Cap. No, something like that. Don't be like
That's
that's Cap. It's
funny.
reversed. Oh, he did it to you. Okay. All right, that's
What?
fair. I knew that there was
That's
a
messed up.
story. It was
Wait,
obscure.
Obscure
Yeah,
said that to her?
yeah. It said that it was Leo or something, and
What?
it looked like
Don't worry, Leah. I will get him for you.
All right, okay. I knew there
There's
was
a
something
clip.
Leah and Dead Space related, and I always
That
remember.
little punk.
You're right, but I also remember that's just such a great insult. Like, like you look like unseasoned chicken. Like what?
What the hell?
But
Oh my
obviously not to
god.
you, Leah. All right, everyone loves you, Leah. But
We
okay.
do.
I that's the type of thing that like okay now she can get her revenge then when we play Dead Space. All
Yep.
right,
You go to Dead Space 3. Make sure you find something that looks like Obscure.
that makes it like
There's a lot.
obscure. Um, exactly. But he always wants to fight. But that in itself is actually a very good segue into some things, right? Because um, you've built up your own community based off the fact that I remember a wee little Epic Ranger when we were wee little streamers, all right, and that affiliate grind and pushing towards things like Halo and stuff. And then you've met
Yeah.
some incredible people along the way, including like Obscure
Yes.
Menace.
Yes.
Um, but there's one person in this room that I've never seen anyone hype up as much than Epic Ranger when fucking the jailbird himself, Heavy Hustle, is in chat. Would you like to
Yeah.
talk a little bit about the dynamic between you and Heavy Hustle over here?
Heavy Hustle. Oh my god, we're like glued to the hip. He is a bestie. I don't know. It's like a brother and sister thing. Like we actually fight like brother and sisters. Like I swear to God, like he yells at me, I yell at him when we're playing. And it's like a brother and sister thing, glued to the hip. talk every day and night. I've been knowing him now, what, 2 years?
Yeah, because I was gonna
Two
say
years.
heavy hustle's the reason, alongside Games Akimbo, that like I really got affiliated at the end of the day, because they were the
Yeah.
ones that pushed
Mhm.
me to certain people and how to Twitch stream and stuff. And so for me, seeing the fact that like we then come into your stream and have this thing, but like you two are like two peas in a pod now. Like wherever heavy is, there's
Yeah.
epic. So like
That's it.
I love seeing that. That to me is like the best feeling ever, because like when yeah, I don't know, like say I'm modding for Let's Be Frank, and then
Mhm.
Epic Ranger's in there, she's doing her thing, she's chatting it up, and then Heavy comes in, she just spams his emotes. She just, it's
That's
like
it.
it's all
Heavy
love,
hustle, heavy
right?
hustle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. And I love that.
She once in jail with me. I went to jail with him too.
Yeah, you
He
went
went
to
to jail. I had to go to jail too. I'm like, take me too, cause it can't be like this.
like, oh no, don't handcuff me, Mr. Officer. Like, what a shame. Like, you know, oh, fine. If you have to throw me on the
I was the
car.
one that took the picture while he was in the back
Oh,
seat. I was the one.
yeah.
I was like, heavy, stay right there. I'll take the picture.
I
Yep.
honestly thought he was fucking around until that picture, and I was like, did he just ask a cop if he could sit in the back of the car? And then he was like, no, I legit went to jail for a week. But I know you missed him dearly, because again, Epic was all over Twitch, just being like, "Where's Heavy?" like a lost
I was
puppy.
like, anybody seen heavy? Like, hello.
Hello, where's he at? He's in the jail cell next
And
door.
still, while he was in jail for those like I don't know 10 days or something, I will still message him every day and tell him about the day, like what's going on. I'm like, yo, TikTok's banned. Oh my god, this is crazy. La la la. Like I was still,
That's so
I'll text
sweet.
him the daily.
That's so sweet. And
For
then he came out of jail like, Jesus, fuck it. God damn. Like, no, you
real,
can't,
he thought he
Kiwi. No, you
thought
can't.
that's it.
I see you all. Also, thank you guys for the contributions to the KFC dating sim. I appreciate that. But yeah. So again, you've met these people, right? I know people
Mhm.
like yourself with like Obi. You're always in
Oh my goodness.
there. Like,
Like I have my little like like bestie Twitch friends. Like of course you, heavy,
oh, stop, get out of here. Not you.
obscure.
Yeah.
Um, what clutch? I say a clutchy too, cause clutchy. I actually met all of you guys because I was in a Halo Discord and I saw that Clutch will always post his Twitch. And I'm like, what is Twitch? I went to it, I started going to it and everything because of Clutchy, I met all of you.
Yeah.
Like you, Papa, Heavy, like all of you. And I'm like, oh my God. And then I just started like to follow all of you guys and that's how you guys helped me with the grind and everything. It was nice.
No, that's definitely like Epic Ranger is definitely one of our most beloved success stories on Twitch, I think, where it's
Oh,
like
thank you.
um because it wasn't just like oh, you helped me get affiliated, peace out, like some people do. No, Epic was in all of our communities, always
Hmm.
showing the love, making friends, but then also there was a lot of behind the scenes stuff where it's like, I remember Epic being like, oh, I'm so nervous, but I want to reveal
Yeah.
what I look like to you guys. And we're all like, what? Like, no way. And then it was like,
Yeah.
at
It
500
was hard for
followers,
me.
yeah, like at 500 followers, I want to do a cam stream.
Hmm.
Is like, what do you think and stuff? And we were all like, yeah, fuck yeah, do it and stuff. And then, you know, like it was crazy because like Epic just shot past all of us, like, and it just says the quality of her streams, her personality. Because next thing we know, she was the one being like, oh, 1K followers, and we were like, holy shit, Epic, like, damn, good on you, like,
Yeah.
and continuing to thrive in that sense, you
No,
know.
thank you. I want to have like a steadier schedule to stream. I did before, but ever since I got promoted with this position, which I love, it's just so chaotic. Sometimes you have like what's it called, like meetings across town and meetings here and doing this and that. It's just like all that stuff. I'm sorry, I talk a lot with my hands. My apologies.
No, no, please do, and that's
Not
just
being rude. Not being rude.
I mean, I had to get out the habit of not talking with my hands because in the military you talk with your hands, you're doing push-ups. Like your hands are obviously a
Yeah, like
parade rest behind your
I
back.
heard it's disrespectful. Yeah,
Yeah,
so I'm
and
like,
I'm
oh,
just like I don't
sorry.
because I think like talking with your hands are like it animates things. It highlights it. So don't worry about those things,
Okay.
right? Yeah, some people are just hand talkers and stuff, but
Yeah, there's a word for that. I actually learned that. Oh, there's a word, like a correct word. When look at me, correct.
yeah, like you've
Like
just
when
been
people
talking
talk,
about how
I
you talk with your
God, I
hands, and
forgot.
then you're like the correct word, right? Like you know, so it's
Oh
like it
God,
just
Tina, you made me
happens.
laugh too.
I don't know. Like sign like
Sign
yeah,
language. No, stop
ASL.
looking at me.
No, heavy hustle only knows gang signs that you learnt in jail. Like,
Yeah. Yep. He only know. Wait,
so
it's some. Oh my God, I learned a word the other day. It's crazy. Um, I don't know what. It's just
yeah,
a. It's a
if
good
if
word. It's
anyone
a
can
good word.
look it up, but I
It's a
understand
good
what you
word.
mean.
But
I'm
for the
sure I
love of
missed it,
everything, I
but for the
cannot
love of
place Epic's accent.
accent,
I can't place my accent. I don't even know my accent. Like it's so weird.
oh, Kiwi's
Sign
like sign
language
language.
mentioned. Oh, you know, oh no.
Gesticulators? Is that
Yes,
okay?
yes.
I
Thank
suppose
you
that makes sense.
so much.
Jest, like as in gesture, being the stem. Okay.
Scarlet. What is it? Scarlet
Scarlet
Snake.
snake. So
Um,
yeah.
I'm from a little state called Rhode Island, New England area. So it's like I'm an hour away from Boston. So I don't talk like crazy Boston because they have like that. I just don't say my ERs. Not in ERs at the end. No, I can't do it. The R's are really weird for me to say. That's the
Shoshu's
only
like
thing. And then
Sho-
I'm Spanish.
Shoshu's
I
like
don't
I
know.
think K9 dead asked for gang signs. I do know a couple of gang signs. Don't worry. Like I
He,
get in trouble
he
for
probably
it.
did.
You
He
know.
probably did.
Just Latin kings and like blood
Wow,
and
K9.
stuff. What? Like,
What?
I learned. Do you know what? I learned this one from South Park before I learned what it meant, and I was like, "Yo, like, so bad. Oi, stop it! All right, we're out here throwing up gangs. Heavy hustle. Do you recognize any of these from jail? I don't know. Like, but
That sounds like what? Something I need to check if I got it from oh my God. I mean,
Tracy's like, I'm out. I'm not the side eye. We established that a side eye is worse than an eye roll. It's like when someone's disappointed in you rather than mad at you, like a side eye. Like, don't even want to know that
mhm.
person. But
Oh, she knew New England, but the accent is some bizarre mix. Yeah, yeah.
so
No, ew, no,
on
not New
on
York.
top
Ew,
of
I
that,
can't.
right?
Ah,
You know, you've got interesting heritage as well,
mm.
like being in yeah. Talk about
Like
that.
my mom's Mexican, my dad's Cuban, so I'm half Afro Latina with the Mexican side. Um, if I never put product in my hair will look like Bozo the Clown. I swear to God, it will be so bad. It'll be so bad just because of my dad's side. Um, I did grow up with lots of like when I was in high school, I grew up with cholos. I hung around with, you know, sometimes Crip gang members and everything, and so everybody had their own way of being and speaking. So I don't know. I have just a mix. I don't. I just say I have. It's my accent. I don't
Yes, it's
know.
very
Like,
unique.
yeah, I think New York is very different from us up here. It's very. They mostly say that ours, like, but really hard. Like, but I just can't like if I say together, like it's not. I can't say together.
It's like that
I say,
EH sound or the
yeah,
AH
that it's
sound.
just like ERs at the end. It's just together. Like that's it. Like I
So
don't know. It's just weird.
I mean, it makes sense because a lot of I, I I could talk about accents and stuff all day. That's like one of the things that I find super interesting, right?
We
Like,
love your accent, K9.
well, look,
Okay.
I mean, even mine is kind of unique in itself now because I'm half Texan, right? But like, um, but it's like that sort of thing, right? It's like how you're to someone that hasn't heard too many people from that area, right? Like New York to Boston, for example. there is a
Yeah.
difference
Oh
if
no,
you really
that's just
listen,
different. No wrong with it.
right? There's no wrong with it, but like
No,
they
it's just
sound very
different.
similar, and that's just because of migration patterns and stuff. But
Yeah.
then like how, for example, you're saying like heritage and cultural upbringing and stuff in these things
Yeah.
can also affect it as well, right?
Hmm.
Because obviously there's a lot of like Italian in a New York accent because of the
Mm.
immigration stuff that happened there, or Irish in amongst it. Um, and stuff. So like you said, I think you've just got a very unique accent in that sense.
Yeah. I never knew I had one, and so I started like actually speaking on in game chats because I really never did. I just wanted to just do me, let me play. Boom, I'm here for the game. This and that. Um, but so I started saying stuff like, "Oh my god, this and that." Like, uh, your accent. I'm like, "What's wrong with it?" I thought I was just speaking fine, but I guess it is an accent.
No, I
So that's
think
what
it's
I.
yeah, like I said, I think it's a unique thing to you that definitely helps give some personality to your even your stream life and stuff. There's you got to have these like niches and stuff that make people want to go. Like obviously you're a really lovely, supportive, kind person. You're also cracked
Mhm.
at Halo, and I know that there's other games that you've been playing recently that you're just as cracked at. But it's something that's personable to you, your accent, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
So again, even just like I said, every now and then she'll say a word on stream, and as a mod, I have to put it in chat. Like, did you hear that?
Yeah,
Like,
like yeah,
yeah,
like you say, and I'm like, oh my god, I said
I
that,
said
and
that,
I said it like
and
that.
but I love it. It's awesome.
So
But
funny.
saying very quickly then, there are other games you play, and Mr.
Mhm.
fucking Shawshank Redemption over here, Heavy Hustle, got you got you into DayZ. Am I correct?
Oh my god, yes. I've been playing DayZ over a year now since October of 23. And ever since I'm just like addicted to DayZ. DayZ is like an open world map. You like I got into it's actually to survive. You have to eat, hunt, kill. If not, they kill you, and you just keep on living or build a base. But I got into the PvP like aspect of it, like maybe a couple of months ago. No, sorry, excuse me, a year ago, because we had our own little castle and people were trying to take it from us, and that's when I started like getting into PvP aspect because people just play it to just roam around, survive, hunt, and this and that. But the PvP aspect of Daisy, this is the only game that gets my heart racing, adrenaline. It makes me sometimes, shake, but
Yeah,
I love the feeling. I love the feeling of it. The
that
gunfire in the game is insane. These people are crazy. Like this game's been out, I don't know how long, and I just know about it about like a year ago, and
I
it's
was gonna say,
insane.
I think it's super old on the PC if I'm correct, and then
Yeah,
is it like 2013 or 14? I think it was on the PC,
some something like that.
and then it came to Xbox port. Shaisu, I love Daisy, but I'd be dying of hunger or trying to duke it out with zombies, and I'm bad at blocking. That,
Yes.
so that's
Oh,
have you tried to get me to start playing it? So I played it off stream one day, and that was like half my life. It's just like, why am I dead? And then like a zombie would come, and I'd be like, I don't like in real life, right? I'd be like, I'll pick up that table leg, or I'd pick up a chair, or you can't do that. So I was just like, all right, come at me, like I'm dead. Like
yeah,
so, like
yeah. Or you, yeah.
I see the
It's
different
a
level
really
that
good
you
one.
guys are at, right? And then even the fact that like you've transferred some of those skills from like other shooter games, right? So like
I
I
did. I did because I'm a sniper in Halo. Like I freaking love sniping in Halo. And I'm a good one. I was even in a competitive team once in Infinite. It was like 8 of us, and we would go up against other people, other teams, and this and that. And I was always the sniper on the team. I will always have to have the snipe because I'll be the good one at it. And then Daisy, I'll be the ones in the trees and the hills waiting just to like snipe people or catch them off guard or just get intel to do all that.
because
So,
that's some of the streams that I've really caught you on when I because again not having that set schedule. There's been times I've been at work and I'm like, oh shit, Epic streaming, I got to go in there, like
mhm.
um I see as well. That's where that dynamic comes with heavy hustle, for example, because you're on that hilltop, you're being Overwatch. You're like,
Yeah.
you're either communicating with him like, hey, I see someone on this or that, or he's doing the same, like, like, oh, like, and I love that level of teamwork between you guys because
Oh yeah.
that's like goals in itself, like,
Mhm.
um, I can even attest to it that Shaisu is up there on that for me with Apex because she is constantly like, here's all this, and like, I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna do this, and meanwhile I'm just like plodding along like, oh, I see someone, and then she goes and kills them, and I'm like, oh, I see someone, and she's like, so like, I love
Good.
I
There you
love
go. Teamwork.
watching like Epic up on this hilltop, right, and then she's scanning, oh, there's a red over here, 500 meters, blah blah blah, and next thing you just see Heavy like sprinting across the thing, like going after it, like,
Yeah.
and then she's like, Heavy,
Hell
you got
yeah.
Heavy, I got you, like, like, it's really fun to watch, and as Heavy said, it's a long learning curve for that game.
I'm
Um,
still learning, and I've been doing over a year. I still am learning. It's crazy how I'm still not like a pro at it, but it's insane. It's such a good game
and
to play.
do you think the dynamic of like that it's kind of a janky game actually has charm because it's not perfect, right? It's not like
Mm-mm.
every shot you're going to take is exactly where you want it to go, and there's these little glitches and bugs and stuff. Is that part of the charm for it?
I hate when it happens, but I guess I don't know. I love the open world of it. Like it's like such. It's just like you roam around and you try to find your prey. It's like it's so good. They have like community servers where it's like red versus blue. It's like it's like a whole team versus another team, and you want to just make sure the other team gets dies more,
Yeah.
and it hurts me when Heavy dies. It hurts me.
Yeah.
I did like cry sometimes like that.
Not Heavy.
Heavy, oh my
Heavy.
god, I'm by
I'd rather
myself
you were
now.
in jail, not dead.
Yeah, so like it will hurt me when I like you see them die. Even my other blue teammates, if I don't know them, I'll still like, oh my god, the blue died.
Yeah.
He died, and I'm like all there,
Get a little bit emotional for
So
your teammates. It's like,
yeah, like no, it's like almost like I never joined the army or was in service. But I can expect that's how it is when you're
yeah, you get
one
you
of
get
your
very emotionally
fellows.
attached. Some people
Yeah,
you're like, I
I
don't give a fuck
do. I do. Oh
about.
wow, that's messed up. But
I
I
mean, it's
really
true.
do.
Like, oh, I gotta go pick him up because otherwise I'll be in trouble if I don't fucking, like he's bleeding out. I guess I'll go help him. But at
Oh,
the
I
same,
was yeah, like I was streaming last time and this guy was hurt in front of me. I'm like, "Oh my god, you're hurt." Oh my god. I guess he had a broken leg and his buddy's trying to fix his leg and he couldn't do it fast enough and I just yelled at them like, "Give it to me, I'll do it."
I'll do it.
Just to fix his leg. We got to move, guys. It is so funny. They all
I
started laughing. They're like, "What is that?" Like, come on,
I was
Oh my
expecting
god.
you have to do the opposite, where it's like he's a
Oh,
goner, like put him down. Like no, epic. We haven't got
no.
time to heal him. You know,
No. Wow.
yeah,
Wow. Wow.
yeah. He's a lost cause, but you know, um,
Oh my
but
god.
but it is a game that I obviously see you play a lot, and I know you shifted from Halo from that, where
Yeah.
like you went from all these tournaments and stuff. That was definitely something that we used to watch you do a lot. But you do
Mhm.
have a tournament coming up, am I correct? In Halo.
Yes. Um there is a Discord PGG competitive tournament coming up. It's like 1v1s. Nobody has to be like high ranking to play it. You could just play it and you win money. Um and it's going to be fun. And
Could,
I said me as the Cortana because in that Discord they have me as a Cortana with the Cortana symbol.
yeah.
So me as the Cortana, I will open up the games, almost like Hunger Games or some shit.
Oh yeah.
Um, I
Like,
was like, oh, the Olympics. I'm like, I will be the first to challenge whoever wants to challenge me. I'll be the first to go in and open up the games as a
Damn.
circuit driver.
So
So
you
that's
were like, yeah, the starting event, you know,
yeah,
the
yeah,
beginning spectacle, you know.
yeah. I feel
Like,
like a lot of people get nervous doing the 1v1s because they're like, oh, I suck, this and that. I'm gonna tell you, I have done 1v1s and I have played professionals. I didn't know they were professionals. Of
yeah,
course, I mean, if it was, if he killed, it was like the score was 15 and I got 0 and he got 15. He killed me all the time.
yeah. Hey, that's fine.
And
They do this
then
for
I
a
saw
living.
who he was. I'm
Yeah,
like, okay, of course. Okay, I was
yeah,
playing a professional here. So I didn't mind it because I was like, oh shoot, I didn't know I was playing with the professional. But a lot of people get nervous playing
yeah.
1v1s because you don't know who you're gonna get. That's why I'm like, I'll open it up so everybody feels comfortable. Just play with whoever 1v1,
Yes.
and that's it.
Sometimes you need that little icebreaker to get people interested or be like, okay,
Yep.
like it can be serious or it can not be as serious, you know, especially in those
Mhm.
types of tourneys where you do pull a lot of big people that, hey, $20, $20, you know what I'm saying? Or like, and
Yeah,
then
and
so
you can keep going, and then at the end, it's gonna be like a free for all, and more money is given to you there. Um, so I mean, and there's like guys in there that are not well known, and they're just absolute killers, and they can just win money.
yeah, or they're just good at the game naturally, and then they'll wait for these little opportunities to be like, I'll win, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I still she's on the lurk, but I still owe Shadow and Pixie a 1v1 with frags and sticky grenades only or pistols as well. But like,
Ooh,
you know, there's a lot of competition in Halo. There's a lot
it
of
is. Yeah, I used to be so into it, so competitive. Like I will sleep until 8 in the morning playing rank, competitive, all this stuff, like craziness. Like it
how
would be like a bunch of group, yeah, like a group
how
of
do
us
you
just
even
really
manage that
addicted.
nowadays? Like, I
I don't
stayed up till
know. It's
7 last night
weird.
playing Apex and talking and stuff, and I was like,
7? I
I was
mean,
dying. I was like, how do you guys
it,
do
it
it?
happens because it goes by fast. Like when you're in the game, you're in the zone. The
Yeah.
time goes by so fast. It's crazy. When we were like in Daisy, being attacked, and people wanted to make sure like they got our stuff or make sure we died. We were up till 6 in the morning, 5 in the morning, protecting our base. Um, One time I did stay up till 8 in the morning, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna make breakfast. I did
Just
bacon, potatoes, eggs, and everything. I didn't, and then I went to bed.
and then
I'm like, it's
yeah,
already.
like,
I'm like, it's already 8 in the morning. Why? I should just eat. Like,
well, you've already
yeah,
established food prep is key because if you want to go to bed, you don't want to be disturbed by like 20 texts being like, "Hey, realize there's no breakfast right now. What's happening?"
yeah,
Yeah, I was
exactly.
up
I
all
just
night.
left it there.
Yeah,
I left it there. It's there. I ate mine. I went to bed.
a better
Yeah,
person than I am because I would have
I
just
feel like
passed out. I was
I
like,
feel. I feel like because I had two boys. Thank God I have boys. I feel like it's easier to have boys. I feel like they were more easier for me instead of having a girl because I was really like hard for my mom. I don't know why, and I was like, I don't ever want that for me. So
yeah,
I
I never
I'm
want
glad I
to
had.
be me for me, like crazy.
Yeah, so I was like, thank God I had two boys, and
Yeah.
they're wonderful. Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. And like Leah's saying, me staying up till 5 playing House Flipper. Sometimes those games
House
do it.
flipper.
Yeah, it's like the ones where
Oh
like
my god.
you have to like refurbish a house and then like, make it look
Oh,
nice and try and resell it and stuff. It's so like
that's so funny.
yeah,
What
there's
is
like
that?
some
What is that channel called? HD. What is it called? Oh God, where they do all the renovations and
yeah.
stuff.
It's like
HGTV? Is it HGTV? Like I
yeah,
used to watch so much of that stuff. Oh my god, that's
right?
so funny.
Because some of those
Five in the
games like
morning.
Minecraft and The Sims and things like that
Huh.
used to be like that for me, where it's like not an adrenaline fueled game, like you're saying, like you're up because you're in the zone or whatever. You're just kind of zoned out, you know what I mean? Like you're just like, I remember the first time I played Minecraft. My friend was all like, "Oh, I played it on the PC. It's really good, whatever." And I was kind of like, "Whatever." It doesn't really interest me, but I'll play it. And then we got on at 7 at night, and then I start like doing my thing, and then I look out, and I'm like, it's light outside. And then like I was like looked at my phone, and it was 6 in the morning, and I was like, fuck, I got work in 20 minutes. Like And I just
Oh
remember just
my
being completely
god.
entranced by the game, like just doing my thing. We built a cathedral that night or something off the top
Wait,
of my
in Minecraft?
yeah, I just was like, I just zoned
Holy
out, and I'm just like,
crap.
ding, ding.
That
I
is
was like a
so
little drone
funny.
going around building stuff, you know.
What?
And see,
Oh
like
my
people,
god.
Shaisu again, like I love House Flipper. Some of these games, like Power Wash Simulator, these really mundane games, really just like time flies, you know. Um, so I do get that as well. But you also I need to circle back a bit because we this is what I love. I love yapping. You know that. Everyone says certified yapper. I'm gonna get a little tab on my
Mm.
uniform that says certified yapper. But like we were getting into movies and then we
Ah.
strayed away from it again. Like so for example, like Leah was saying she's a horror movie type girl. Um
Mhm.
what are the type of movies that you enjoy?
I love horror too. I love trilogies a lot. Of course, Lord of the Rings, my
Oh,
fave,
top tier.
one of the best ones. All the aliens,
Great.
gotta say it, aliens are fantastic. Even with what it's called, Prometheus. How? But I watch
Okay.
them in order, like all of them.
The
I
chronological
love all of.
order where
Yeah,
Prometheus and that
I
comes
love
before
doing that.
Aliens.
Yes. So fantasy, horror.
Sci-fi then,
Yes. Like The Thing. It's a
The
good
Thing.
movie. Yeah. Um, I do love Steve Carell.
Okay.
One of my favorite actors is Steve Carell. I do love all his movies, and of course, I like humor. Like he has a lot of humor. Then he has like good movies too. Will Ferrell's good too. I
Oh,
love
Will
them
Ferrell.
all.
I joke and I'm like, honestly, Will Ferrell could laugh me into bed. All right, like I
For
love that
real,
dude. I'm like, I
he's
love
so
him.
funny.
He is such a good actor, and he's not for everyone.
Yeah,
I get it. But
yeah,
like, yeah,
he's
Will
funny.
Ferrell. Like you said, even Steve Carell and stuff, just top
Let's see.
tier
I heard of it,
comedy.
Leah. Yeah. Hopefully I get to play it.
Yeah,
There is an older version one of it. There's an old version of that game, but I heard it's coming out with like a new one. So of course I would love to play that.
because um, my dad was a huge movie person, so I was very very
Mhm.
fortunate to grow up. At the time, we had over like 2,000 VHS tapes. All right, and that's putting an age on me in itself. But like, it was literally like half a room full of VHS tapes. Um, and The Thing is one of those that really stood out to me because I grew up with horror and it just not phased me. Like, because I just grew up on
Mhm.
those films. The only one was
Yeah.
Arachnophobia because it felt real to me that there could be giant spiders, right? Like, and they could be anywhere, and I was shit scared at that point. I was like, nah. But like Nightmare on Elm
That's
Street,
a great movie.
it is a
That was a
great
great movie
movie,
too.
like
Yeah.
especially for the time frame, like what they could do with these
Yeah.
things. And The Thing was
And she
one
had
of
the little
those.
black little legs. Ah!
Yeah, right. Like, and The Thing is one of those movies that there was so many practical effects and things that were like just beyond its time, right? To make that film so special that I know that they re-released one and it was shit. Like they did like a remake and it just didn't have the same vibe. The
Oh,
same with
that one?
yeah, and it was the same with like Nightmare on Elm Street with Freddy Krueger and stuff. Like
Mhm.
they just there was no suspense, there was no tension, there was no nothing. It just was like, oh, just leave things alone. All right,
Yeah.
sometimes like those are classics for a reason, you know.
Mhm.
Like, can you imagine remaking Alien now? They would
They
they would
actually
ruin it.
had a new one out. It was just horrendous.
It just
I'm
doesn't,
like, quit it. It was so. I was like, no, don't do
right?
that. Like, I don't know. I just like, I can't. Like, I feel like always the first movie is always the best of everything. I say, like, if they have like the part two, part three, the first one's always the best.
Yeah,
Um, like I
like
feel.
it's just set the scene. It's and Alien actually, as you say, is a really good example of that because um, the very first Alien was like more of a suspense thriller than it was horror. You
Hmm.
rarely saw the alien. You rarely saw like
Yeah,
it was more about building up that tension until the climactic fight and that. And then Aliens was a straight up
came out.
bro shooter, like
Oh,
oh like there's 10,000 of the
oh,
fuckers, kill them all, and
for
you're like
real.
we just had one that
Uh,
was causing havoc, and now you're just coming up against 10,000 of them, and you're just murking them,
yeah.
like,
I
you know,
love the soldiers in that. Like I'm like Vasquez all the way. I loved her so much in that movie. Like I'm like, yes, get him, you know.
yeah,
Oh
fuck
my
them
god,
up.
such a good for real. Oh,
Yeah.
she was badass. So
Uh,
yeah, I love them.
have you said he likes that OG game, the thing? What platform was it on? I feel like it was on a very older,
Oh,
much older console, off the top of
oh
my
my god,
head.
I don't even know. I just saw gameplay of it. I never played it, but I know there was an old one.
I'm not sure. I'd have to look it up. But then Xbox and PS2. Okay, yeah, that
Oh,
I would have honestly thought it was even before then, but maybe PS1. But okay. Also, Wentz wants to know who would win in a fight, Chucky or the Leprechaun?
oh, of course,
Uh,
Chucky.
d- Chucky, that deranged little son of a gun.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course, Chucky Leprechaun. With them shoes, he ain't running that far. But I think Chucky will win. I feel like he's
Okay.
more
Yeah, like
like he has more tricks up his sleeves for some reason.
I like off the top of
That's a
my
good
head,
question.
I off the top of my head, I don't really remember the Leprechaun movies because they just I was kind of
Ah,
like this is kind of dumb, to me like as a
what?
horror movie, it just didn't feel. I was very much an 80s slasher type person growing up, like again like Friday the 13th, Halloween, like
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
liked when certain things like I loved sci-fi, I love fantasy, but I liked when some things were grounded in a reality. Like, oh, this dude was like, this guy could be out there prowling around and kill you, and then you're looking at everyone like, are you the killer? Like Scream and stuff. That whole like, are you the killer? Obviously, Daddy Ghostface. Hello, you know.
Yeah.
Um, well, like I remember there was like
I think
leprechauns in space, and then I was just like, what is going on right now?
they were
Like
kind of corny. They were kind of corny. Chuck.
yeah,
That's why I say Chucky will mostly win because he always has his little like tricks. Like he will do like traps and stuff. Like
yeah,
he'll make sure he'll get you. Like and then the leprechaun. I mean, it was corny, but it was good. It was funny.
yeah.
That's it.
Well, because again, I one of the ones that predominantly stuck out to me was Bride of Chucky, right, with
That was a good
Tiffany
one.
and that in as well, and then they have that little baby that is just terrifying, like but um,
That was so good. Oh, Puppet Master is really good. I love Puppet Master. Yep.
and Shaisu obsessed with the Leprechaun movies when he was a kid, and yeah, Wentz couldn't stand the Wishmaster. I preferred Puppet Master. And Scarlett's saying like paranormal horror. Interesting, because are you big on those types of horror films?
So there is one that's really good. Parent like it's called. What's it called? It's from '87. I'm trying to think of it. It's from a woman that gets like haunted by an entity. Oh, it's called the entity.
The
Ekume.
entity. There we go. That's sometimes
The
what you need.
entity. Yeah. So she gets, haunted by this entity that really, abuses her and, follows her everywhere. It's horrendous, but such a good movie. I love paranormal ones. One of my favorite movies, like horror paranormal, maybe is the first Conjuring. That's it. The first one.
Okay,
The other ones, no. The first one, and it was based in a family in Rhode Island. I actually lived 7 minutes from the house they lived in for 7 years. I lived around that area, and
that's
I was
cool.
7 minutes away from the house. Never visit the house just because of the lore, and then everybody saying if you go near it, you get cursed. This and that. Never went to the house, but I know it was down the street from me.
Okay,
Um,
so
yeah.
ooh, that's interesting. I love these types
hmm
of topics, right? Are you a believer in the paranormal? Is that something that you grew up with,
Um,
or you?
so yes, I actually yeah, because I feel like what's your take on the Blair Witch Project? Amazing. First of all, the first one's awesome. I watched that one like 20 times. I actually have the VHS on it. I
Oh my
love the Blair Witch
god.
Project. The first one, the best, the best. And you gotta rewatch it so you can catch these little things, you know. That's what I say. Like I just love it. So the paranormal stuff, yeah, I believe in it. Like if I see a video, like they have TikToks and all these
Mm.
videos, and you're like, is it real? Is it not? This and that. Um, um, I actually have a little tradition or like a little thing with Bestie Heavy Hustle. Every every weekend, if there's a new video of like they have like a whole collection of like scary videos, we will like game or night, and then after that, okay, let's watch our videos, our scary videos, just so we
Yeah.
can get scared just so we can get scared at night, just to watch it, fucking watch these videos at night,
Yeah.
and then we're like, oh my god, it's so fucking scary. It's like a little tradition we have to do,
That's awesome.
and we've
Like,
been doing that. Yeah, we've been doing that forever. Um, so I do watch them, and I feel like in the Asian countries, and then I feel like in Latin America,
hmm.
Spanish countries, I feel like there's more lore and um, more spirits that haunt you,
Okay.
um, just because
More
they went
malicious
through so much.
spirits, more.
Yeah, I feel like there's
Oh.
more over there in those countries.
What's
Here
her name?
in
La Llorona being a big one.
La Yo- La Llorona is one of
Yeah,
them.
My
I
Spanish is
actually spent.
terrible. I've got
It's
tutoring on the
okay.
way. Don't worry.
I'm here.
Yeah. Like,
Llorona. I when I was 7, I spent 3 months in Mexico with my parents and stuff. And I swear to God, I thought I heard her. It was the most scariest thing ever. I
yeah.
couldn't move, and I'm like, oh my God, somebody's hurt, and she was just crying. Supposedly, it's a woman that killed her kids, and she will roam the streets, looking for her kids.
Hmm.
She would cry.
Yeah.
Supposedly she's still out there and people capture her. I'm like, is that really her?
Yeah.
I need to it's like all these videos. The
Yeah.
Woman in Black is one of my favorite. Woman in Black, is that the one in the
Is that with
big
Daniel
huge like
Radcliffe?
yeah, is
Yeah.
that in that big huge house that he was in?
Yeah. I think that is.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good
Um.
one. That was really good actually.
Yeah. Like I feel like there's some more quote unquote modern horror movies that do things well. I remember when Paranormal Activity first came out, and for its
Oh, that
budget
was
and
good.
stuff, it was good. Like I still laugh at it because like
I pee-peed myself a little on
a
that one.
little bit.
A
So
little, because if you see when they put the powder and then you see the hoofs,
oh yeah, like
that's insane.
no,
That's insane too. Like that's fucking scary. Okay, that excuse me.
no,
Uh,
no, please do because like I don't know. So for me, like I said, like I said, I grew up on horror movies. Like horror games are very different to me. They're interactive, and they go against all my intuition, right?
oh,
Because I'm like, I should pull out my gun and I should shoot this fucker in the face, and they're like, I don't have a weapon, and you're like, why would you like? I gotta run away. Let me use a flashlight, and I'm
oh,
like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Pick up that chainsaw and start swinging, like. And that's what frustrates me about a lot of horror games is like Outlast, when I was playing that,
what
I
was
was just
the
like, I can't do this because I wouldn't be here defenseless. Like, I would have like found something to fight back, and in that whole game, it's like you can't fight back. So horror movies, I can watch and just be like, this is like I could see everything I could have done, and I'm not interacting with it, and so like I feel like with a lot of them, what ruined it for me is I'm a media student and I can see all the tells, I can see all the behind the scenes stuff that is about to give something away. So like Paranormal Activity was one of those that was very good. And like you said, like they put the flower on the floor or whatever, and I was just like, well, obviously we're going to see some kind of footprint. But it was cool
yeah,
that it
but
was
the
like
kind
hoof
of
prints.
footprint we
Yeah, I
saw
was
was
like,
more
okay,
like,
like that's
okay,
cool.
no, that's devil shit. Like, no, we
That's
can't.
devil shit.
Well, I'm not playing with that. No.
I
So I was like,
I'm a
nope,
little bit of a
that was
shit
scary.
because like I'm somewhere in between. I believe in a level of like the afterlife, spirits, etc. But then there's also I'm a man of science, so I'm just like it can't happen like that. And so I
Yeah.
will play up to that a bit. For
Hmm.
example, when we go out into the desert, right? One, people are shit scared of skinwalkers, right? They're like, that is a whole thing. They're like, they don't fuck with that shit, and I'm just like, whatever. Like, you know,
Kata's like,
yeah,
no.
I got an M4. What do you want to do, skinwalker? Come at me, motherfucker. But the other thing is like I talked about this to someone. There's these giant things out there called oryx, which are like an African antelope that got moved over here for a filming of a movie, and then they just started breeding and went wild. So El Paso, Texas has like these giant antelope, right? And they look like devil goats. I ain't fucking around.
Are they white or like
They're like
a
white
certain
and
color?
black, and then they've got like 4 foot horns
Oh,
that are like giant spikes. You
shit.
know, like, and they we've been on a bus and their eyes come up to the window. They can be
Oh
huge,
my
right?
god.
Yeah, they're like
That's
these
how
huge.
tall they are?
Yeah, some of them are huge, right?
Oh my god, I'll flip my
Right.
shit. Oh my god.
And so we'll be out there with the guns and stuff, and it's like, for example, like we could have broke track. We're stranded out in the desert, and then like with some of my friends, I'll fuck with them, being like, because they're like these devil goats are out here roaming around and that. So I'll start drawing pentagrams in the sand and shit, and like,
Oh,
and
come
like, yeah,
on!
like
Oh
I'll
my
fuck with them,
god,
like
that's so
I'm
scary!
right, like
Oh shit!
yeah, and so there's like a legend we've got of Mango, and like he's an Oryx man and stuff. And then so I'll be like, oh, Mango was here. Look at the pentagrams in the sand and that. And they're like, they're going nuts, like fucking with, like don't fuck with that shit. And I was like, but there's a level of it I do believe in. I've had my own experiences that make me go, that was way too weird to explain. So
That's
horror
so
movies
funny.
about the paranormal can make me think a little bit or get a little bit edgy. Like, did I see a shadow out the corner of my eye? Did I, you know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, I don't know why we watch it like at 3 a.m. in the morning when that's like the witching hour or whatever. We just
or
like to
even the
get
witching
scared. I
hour.
don't know. Yeah, right. So like, oh, but I did play. I did stream. What was it? Resident Evil
Yeah,
2, I think. Oh no, I'm sorry. Resident Evil something. I streamed that game. I would just stay in one spot and I could not move because I was so petrified.
yeah,
I couldn't. It was so crazy. Um, it was one of the scary. Okay, I hate when something chases me. I will fucking flip.
right.
Somebody's behind
That's
me.
like one of my
Somebody's.
biggest PTSD moments. Don't
I
fucking
can't do
chase
it.
me. Yeah,
Yeah, don't chase me. I can't do it. So when that big, huge, like
Nemesis.
mammoth guy, it was a huge guy.
Yeah, is it
It was a
Nemesis in that one where he just goes
something.
stars,
It was
stars, and
like
he'll like punch through a
it's
wall and shit, and then just like,
yeah. It
yeah, and you're
was a
like
big
Thompson,
guy. So
purple
he would
looking
chase
dude,
me,
trench coat.
and I was like, ah,
Yeah,
yes,
like,
trench coat.
yeah.
Like I would really think he's behind me. Like,
Oh, that's
oh, it
true.
was three. It was I don't know who was I don't know which one I played, but
Hmm.
Heavy made me play it and I had to stream it. It was so scary. But I did beat it. It was like the scariest thing, especially when they're trying to chase you. Like you don't know what the hell is going on behind you. You're trying to run, you know.
Tyrant. Okay, heavy
Oh, it was
hustle.
a
Yeah, Tyrant. Is
tyrant.
he like white
Um,
color? I think he's like a white off the top of my head.
he's just a big motherfucker. Like
Yeah,
it
he's
was.
just a big motherfucker.
Oh my
Uh,
god, he was so big. I was like, what the fuck is that?
clip it,
Oh
chat.
my god.
She just said he's so big. Thank you. Thank you. Hello. Okay, okay. All right, calm down. All right, but no, like it's just
Oh
Caesar
my god.
Harvey picked up on it as well. I heard it.
Oh my god,
I
so
heard
Harvey. Clip it.
it. But
Big
yeah,
motherfucker, yep.
yeah, big
So
mother. He was
Harvey.
like big,
So Harvey.
but you know. But no, I remember like playing those games, and like that's what I mean. Like those and Silent Hill, they would phase me enough for me to be like, yeah, I don't like this, but I can play it. Nowadays, I'm just like, fuck this. Why am I playing this? I'm going back to like something like Hello Kitty Island Adventure or something. Like something safe, something cool, like
Yeah.
you know.
I think I have to redo it. I have to like do it through the guy's point of view now and just go through it. But it's so scary because I don't know what happens, and I'm like, they're gonna come behind me, and then there's like these pop ups, and I'm like, oh my god, you know.
Yeah.
But
And
yeah, I have to do
it's
it
a whole
again.
different game as well because you don't have freedom of movement, right? Every
Yeah,
camera angle is
I have to
locked,
follow a
and you
story.
have to like walk very like square almost, like very linear, because you don't have that like, oh, I feel like I could dodge this guy. Like, no, I either have to
I
get
feel
past.
like I can't breathe in the game. I'm like I'm stopping my breathing so they won't hear me. Or like who I need I like I every time I play those games I'm just like like
Yeah,
I'm in it or
it's
something.
tiring. It's exhausting after a while. Like
Like
the
I'm in
adrenaline.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there? so you said you played some of those. Is there any games you're looking forward to playing on stream,
On stream? Hmm.
or are you
Like a
very
new one coming out?
yeah, like anything like that you would be down to play on stream, like either from your past or something new. Because I know obviously you play a lot of Daisy and Halo.
Yeah. Hmm.
Um,
I think I was gonna like start doing some of the campaigns, but um I should try oh my god, I'm not like I don't know. I
you
like sticking
blanket,
to myself.
yeah.
I've been doing like the Marvels. I love the Marvels
Oh, Marvel
Rivals. It's so good.
Rivals, yeah,
Yeah, so good. I was. I mean, I do my little play offline a lot. I play offline a lot, Daisy too. But I do play my Legos like Lord of the Rings and stuff.
yeah,
Just to like dee, 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 just to
yeah.
relax
Just
and just like explore.
zone
You
out,
know,
yeah. Well, obviously, Lord of
do
the Rings
that.
is an expansive universe that is all about the journey, and just like
Yeah.
lose yourself.
Oh,
But
it's yeah.
you mentioned Marvel Rivals there. What really got you into Marvel Rivals?
Oh, I've been a Marvel's like fan forever. Like ever since let's see, I don't know if it was I think it was Iron Man 3 that I saw that I was like, okay, this is good. And then I saw
Iron
the
Man 3
Avengers.
of all of them? Most
Yeah,
people.
but no, I watched it and then I'm like, oh, okay, that was cool. Then I started watching. I watched the Avengers. It's like, okay, I love this so much.
Yeah,
I got my sons into Marvels.
yeah,
I got them into, and I watched all the movies
yeah.
and everything. I just recently watched a new one that came out, the Captain America.
Oh,
Um,
okay, yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not
No,
gonna
no, it's okay, it's
say
okay. Like
anything.
we understand, no
It wasn't.
spoilers,
I mean, it
etc.
was. It was okay. It wasn't like fantastic, but
Well,
um. And the thing is, I was like, so I will always go to like the premieres and everything, all the Avengers, all the premieres of the movies. And my sons would see like, why is my mom always going to these things? I would be like, I'm gonna go see Spider Man. You wanna go?
yeah,
I'm gonna go see Thor. You wanna go? Okay,
yeah.
like,
At
like
that
they
point,
would
yeah,
go with me, and they would they started liking it and
yeah.
they started coming to me and thank God they came when what's it called the what's it called? Infinity
Oh,
and
Infinity
Endgame.
War and
We
Endgame,
went to
yeah.
all of them. Yep, we went to all of them, making sure we went on the day it came out and everything. Even like my hubby will try to go to them, even though he falls asleep all the time.
I fell
I
asleep
don't
in
know
the
why.
Doctor Strange one, Multiverse of
What?
Madness. Yeah,
That was
yeah,
fantastic.
well, that's just it. I woke up halfway through. I was like, "What is happening?" It was about like Captain Britain, and she's like getting cut in half, and I'm like, "What? Where did I wake up at?" Like, I thought I was going to a
Oh my
Marvel
god.
film.
I'm
Yeah,
like, wow, what a waste. I'm like, we go
right.
there to watch the movie and then you
You
fall like
paid.
it's so good.
Yeah.
So it was fun. So yeah, I got them into that. I even have like little action figures of the Marvels. They're somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like so you started a bit in, and then like so heavy saying as well, Spider-Man No Way Home.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's a good one.
we love Toby
Ah,
Maguire. That was
yeah.
he's always going to be my Spider-Man. That's what I
Yeah,
grew up
yeah,
with,
mine too.
like, and so um do you think, on the note of those Marvel films though, like they should slow down? Because I'm someone where I just see so many patterns and tropes that are just reoccurring in
Hmm.
Marvel right now, where I'm like, I get they're big money makers, but like, are they just getting a bit boring now? Are they just a bit the same?
Kinda, or if they just like I feel like, even when Civil War came, Civil War was so good. I
Hmm.
feel like they all have to be together to make it a movie. I feel like that. No, but Thor Ragnarok was really good. But Hulk was there. That's what it was. So I'm just like I feel like the new one that came out. Then Bucky's gonna have one in the summer. I feel like if there was more like of the superheroes together in one movie, I feel like they're more exciting to watch
Yeah,
instead of for just one. I mean, Winter Soldier was amazing for me for Captain America.
yeah.
Uh, so I just feel like more if there's more heroes in the movie, I feel like it's more entertaining. It's more fun, you know.
Okay.
Even
There's
though I'm
more.
like 39 years old, I'm gonna be 39. I'm still gonna be cheering in the movie theater, like yes,
Yeah,
like
get him. Like, sorry,
yeah,
sorry,
like
everyone, calm down, calm down. It's all right. So Scarlet Snake says, "What's your take on Robert Downey Jr. coming back as Doctor Doom?"
oh, I saw that. I thought it was good. I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be good.
Hmm. So
I think
me,
you.
so me, like,
I think it's gonna be good.
what I don't want them to do, because ultimately I think it's lazy script writing,
JJ
is
was
that
serious. It's gonna be
what I feel like they're gonna do, and if I'm right, um, I'll give Epic Ranger a gifted sub. How about that? But like,
yeah.
if I'm right about this, what they're gonna do is they're gonna explain that in a different universe within the multiverse, Robert Downey Jr. is Doctor Doom, but they're gonna try and rip him from that timeline and bring him back to the Avengers and make him Iron Man again, so that we get more Iron Man. Like, oh, he died, we had this big impact, but then we just lazily write
Wait, you
out.
wouldn't like that?
I That's what I feel. No, it's just gonna be like, look, that's lazy. Let the impact of Tony Stark dying live on. Like, it was such a pivotal moment for that film where you actually go like, even in what it wasn't Endgame, it was Infinity War. When they lost, everyone was actually shocked because it was like, we've been on this train of like, we know the heroes are gonna win. They finally
Yeah.
lost, and it had a big impact. And then they made the second one. It was like, we need to rectify this. Okay, but we still lost Gamora and Tony Stark, right? And then now they've already ripped a new Gamora from another timeline, and she's obviously not in love with Star Lord, and like he's all like in his feels about that. But like, I feel like it's just going to be lazy script writing, and they're just going to be like, if in
I
doubt,
don't know.
magic, multiverse, and you're like, come on, like let the impact die. You don't think they would do
Okay,
that because he
that's a
wouldn't
good
come
point.
back as Doctor Doom? I don't know, because at the end of the day, he needs a paycheck. Like, like we have to be real. Like, that was his biggest moneymaker right now was Marvel, and then like,
hmm
hey, I might as well just keep making movies until I can. So I don't know. That's me. That's a skeptic behind these things. I just feel like Marvel is getting lazy. Uh, they're not as good as the first few, in my opinion. Leading up to that, I mean, he might be getting a paycheck, but people are greedy, right? If I turned around and said, "You're earning $1 million a day, but you can earn another 5 million right now," like you might go, "Fuck it!" Like, I haven't got anything else to do. I'm just sat around the house, like, So
Why
I don't
not?
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay. So your enjoyment for Marvel and that kind of made you want to
Oh,
play.
and I
Why would
main yeah, I main Mantis in my Marvels.
I
I
was
love
gonna
Mantis.
say, so you started playing a game, so you're is she the like ultimately she's like a dual class where she's a healer but she can do damage, or is she just pure healer?
She's pure healer, you know.
Okay, I'm thinking of Cloak and Dagger then.
She's a really a good supporter too because she sleeps the enemy also, and then they can finish her off. Um,
Hello.
I she's like really fast, so I really do like her.
Okay, and is that is that then based on her? Did you start playing her to begin with because of her character? Like, did you like Mantis as a character, or did you play it for her
Mm-mm.
roles that she?
Um, I loved Guardians of the Galaxy. She wasn't no near my favorite.
Yeah.
None. I just started playing with her. Um, because of course healing, and I tried the other healers, but her like she's fast at it, and and she's a girl. I
Yeah.
must admit, I do like playing with
Hey,
girl
slay girly
characters,
pops, you know.
and yeah, I feel like I love playing with girl characters, so that's what I do. So, and I just started maining her, but I do have to like branch out and start learning the other ones too, just in case. Because some one time they did pick her, and I'm like, what do I do? How do
Yeah.
I use the other guys? How do I do them? Like, what do I do here? Like, so
I was just about to say that is one of those games where like you can main someone, but you have to be kind of diverse in a sense where you have to go. Really, what I need is like one healer or support, one damage, one whatever map they
yeah,
call it, you know,
yeah.
tank, whatever.
Tank. What was the other one?
Because I know there's like
Yeah, that's
DPS.
what
Or,
Chicken told me. He's like, you have to learn each one. I'm like, you're
yeah.
right.
I know I do well with Penny Parker because I'm just a piece of shit and I put like mines everywhere. So like you know, like I know that I can do good. I just run around putting mines down. But like I I am surprised as well because there's some of those characters that are like they're big characters, but they don't really translate as well into that game. So for example, I know Black Widow is one that you know like obviously a lot of people love her from the films and that, but like in the game, she's just like not very good. Ultimately, like she's too squishy.
Yeah,
She's uh,
squishy.
yeah, like the sniper sight lines are not designed for lots of sniping.
Yeah.
It's very so like. Are there any characters you do like that you would play just because of that they're a character you
I would have loved to play Thor, but he's horrendous.
like? He's horrendous.
Uh,
Yeah, you're
I
right.
can't do that. So, actually, I tried the Squirrel Girl, and she's really good.
I mean, them thighs, am I right? Like, Squirrel Girl is out there.
Yeah,
I
for real.
like, but
She loves throwing nuts. That's
yeah,
what she does.
she's throwing them nuts, and but as well. So because Marvel Rivals being a Overwatch style shooter, did you ever play Overwatch at all before this, or did you jump straight
No,
into
I
this?
tried it once, and I'm like, no, thank you.
Yeah,
I tried COD once. No, thank you. Like I don't know why. For some reason, for me to play a game, I really have to get into it. Like, and then I started seeing Heavy play DayZ, and I'm like,
right.
DayZ.
Yeah,
What is? I can't do that. No, I don't know what that is. And he's like, no, you gotta try it. I did try it the first time. I was like, okay. So I have to like. I'm like, if it's okay at that moment, then I'll try it again. This and that. But if I do it once and I'm like, oh no, thank you, I'm all set. I won't do it again. I never went back to COD. I tried Minecraft once. No, thank
no,
you.
thank you. Yeah.
Uh,
Hey, I mean, at
I
least you
was like,
tried
I
it.
don't know why. I know I try them and I just can't. I can't get into them. I, and you probably have to like, just keep on doing it and doing it. But if it's the first one and it doesn't really stick to you, then I can't. So I tried Marvels and I'm like, it's like Overwatch. And I'm like, Then I started playing. I'm like, okay, I like it though. Like, okay, let's do it again. And we did it again. So it was
I
fun.
think one of the things that really helped Marvel Rivals is one is queue times were instant. Like you were straight back in the match. There was none of this waiting around.
Yep.
You know, you
Hmm.
just feel like okay, I can just jump straight back in. I also feel like it's just so much more refined than Overwatch because it had the time to do so. Whereas like Overwatch to me is still a little bit like, yeah, I'll play it, but you know, like Marvel Rivals, I think seems ultimately just a little bit more user
I just
friendly.
like the heroes, of course. Of course, the
Yeah,
heroes, like,
and
and all
again,
that.
that's obviously it's one of its biggest draws is its licensing to do what it wants with those characters and
Hmm.
things. So, yeah, no, it was interesting watching you and Heavy play as well. Some Marvel Rivals. I know I've jumped in before on a couple, but I
Hell
know I'm not
yeah.
good. I'm not good, but I'll play. You know, like
Why
most
you
innocent.
always do that, Kana? You say you're not good and you're good. One time you were playing Halo and you killed the whole team on the other side. You got a
Yeah,
overkill.
yeah, but like
So
that's just luck. That's not skill.
no,
That's the
you threw a grenade, you killed two, then you killed the other two with the gun. That's
no,
just
no,
skills right there.
that was just pure
No,
training. That was nothing else. That wasn't
no,
me.
you
That
killed
was
them.
yeah. But Scarlet Snake says, "How do you feel about being a pirate?" What?
A pirate?
But, like, as in, would I like to be a
Oh,
pirate?
oh, wait a minute. Like, what's that game called? The pirate
Sea,
one.
um,
Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves.
I,
Yeah, there's Sea of Thieves and there's
I,
Skull and Bones.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I saw my friends play it. Will watch them stream it and stuff. I never tried it. I couldn't. Yeah, Sea of Thieves. Yeah. So I never really tried it, but it looks so good. And I actually came across a guy. He was streaming, and I guess he saw this little older couple, like older couple, like they were in their 60s, just playing Sea of Thieves, chilling.
Just chilling out.
And it's all, yeah, just chilling. I'm like, that's the cutest thing ever. So I did see that. I'm like, maybe one day I will try Sea of Thieves. I heard it's good. I did see buddies play all the time. I do like watching Truck Simulator.
Okay.
It's so relaxing
Like
for
how you're
some
saying about
reason.
House Flipper and stuff. It's like someone's job to do that is drive trucks, but now we're
Yeah.
just watching someone drive around.
Yeah, I watched this guy. I just put up his stream just to watch him get goods, drive his truck, bring him to
Get
his
good.
destination, build his, and it's just relaxing. I don't know why. I'm just like, wow, I need to just like, I don't know, maybe try it one day, but it's so relaxing to watch that. Truck Simulator. I don't
I
know. There's a farm one. I
Yeah,
never
there's
watched the farm
farming
one.
simulator. There's a lot now. That there's space.
Yeah,
Was it like flight simulator as well? And I watched Oscar
like
play
sweet.
that. And but yeah, like
Season 15.
Sea
Oh
of
wow.
Sea of Thieves was fun.
Yeah.
But for me, it was like what Grand Theft Auto Online became, where if you didn't play the game, you didn't get good upgrades for stuff, etc. And then like you would spend like 8 hours going around trying to collect loot and stuff, and then some fucker just comes and blows up your ship and steals your shit and runs away. And I'm like, cool. I'm so glad I just spent 8 hours doing
Wow.
that. Jail simulator for heavy hustle.
Wow, heavy.
You
I'm
could
looking at
play that on
my
veteran
camera's
right
right
now.
here. Heavy.
Smooth.
Oh my
Let us
god.
know. But also I want to know like if anyone in chat has questions for Epic or myself, like something we can both answer on. You are more than welcome to ask. Use that highlight my message if need be to make sure that we see it.
Season
Um,
15, Sea of Thieves.
yeah,
Okay.
but like I can't even believe that they're on a season 15.
For
Um,
real. You know what it is? I hate change. I hate change or what is just any change. I hate it. Like if I were like try another game other than the ones I actually play right now, it's just weird for me. But I
okay.
should be open to that. Like that's just me. Like imagine me going to play you know, Grand Theft Auto. Like I, I wouldn't know what to do. I see people play it. I actually watch them play it because they're crazy. Like RPing in this is insane. It's like real life.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't play it. I don't know why. You know.
First off, Smooth, congratulations. Gonna be a
Are
dad. Big
you
news.
gonna be a dad?
You're gonna be a
Congrats!
dad. Let's go. Congratulations. Let's
Oh my
just give you a little
god,
blues and twos right there.
that's
But
so
congratulations.
cute.
Um, but yeah, like how you were saying, like the GTA RP thing. I really want to get into it too, but equally so, like how you guys are with like Daisy and stuff. I don't. There's a level that I get to a point where I'm like, okay, I do want to break the rules a bit. Like I don't always want to eat. I don't always want to drink. I know these GTA RP servers can be so um,
You know I'm drinking.
anal. Is a way to put it. Where like someone is like, you
Yeah.
can't talk like that. We're RPing or whatever, and I'm like, what? Like, oh,
Why
you can't.
not?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you can't use that terminology. You got to imagine. I'm like, all right, like chill.
That's too
Like,
much for me. I
yeah.
can't do RPing for shit. I wouldn't be able to do it.
Right? Like, oh, I can't just steal this car or whatever. Like, I can't just. Um, but it happens, and that's why I love watching people like Frank and stuff when they play it because, like, he's got this good balance of making it fun, but
Hmm.
also, um,
I feel like it's too much work. Like
yeah,
I will be huffing and puffing. Like the way Frank does it is so easy for him.
yeah,
But oh, for me, oh my god, I'll be like dying over that. Like I wouldn't be able to do it. It's too much.
right, yeah. It's just like it's a next level thing, and I understand the draw to it. Like, you are living out a different life through a game, but
Yeah,
Um,
but this it's serious on there,
yeah,
like
it can get, and so like
serious.
Heavy Hustle is saying like, I love the RP in the Milsim. I'm part of the propaganda. I
Oh
know
yeah,
that there's levels of Milsim where like even I wouldn't want to do it because it's too close to work. I'm just like, no, I don't. I want to talk like I would talk in real life, and you guys are taking it too seriously. You're like, hey, keep the radio com chatter down and shit. And you're like, dude, we're yapping. Of course we do. That's our job. Right. But
yeah.
so are you? Yeah, I know you're to a degree a part of that red versus blue, um, you know, thing, but you're not part of any of these special roles like Heavy Hustle here with like propaganda and
No,
stuff.
no, no. I try to be in the shadows, away from groups, away from, you know, I'll be honest, if I put my voice in the game chat, sometimes people, get all crazy, start saying, "Oh my God, it's a girl," la la la, oh this and that, and then they'll start saying things and go crazy, and I'm like, I fucking hate attention. Don't fucking give me no attention. I don't need it. I don't want it.
I'm
Boom.
just
Let
here
me
to
just
snipe.
fucking shoot. That's
Yeah.
it. I'm here to shoot. That's it. But you do get it. Why? Because you got tits, or like you're a girl, that you got this
Yeah.
accent. I'm like, I don't have time for that. I'm just
Yeah.
here. We're a team. We're gonna shoot. That's it.
Well, that's
So heavy gets promoted because he's in the high ranks because he kills more, this and that. He's in the propaganda. He does do pictures. Me, I'm like, I'm with him but far away
yeah. So I'm
sometimes.
on your
Or
side, but I
we
don't
do,
want to be in the limelight.
yeah, yeah. But I we do run together. We do run
Yeah.
together. But if he's doing that stuff, I'm in the woods, in the hills, or whatever. But this map doesn't have hills, so I'm in the woods.
Okay.
Um, and that's what I do. So,
Okay.
I mean, sometimes I do share my voice, and I'll do like a little smidge,
Yeah.
and they're mostly adult men, and they know how to handle, a female in there, because not a lot of females do play it or play the PvP aspect of it. It's only a couple,
Yeah.
and they just sometimes act wild and stuff. So it's not
Cause,
like in a root. Like sometimes it is like childish or whatever, but most of them are good guys. I just
cause
don't like to do it. That's all.
I know you talked about this on Rockagoth's podcast a bit, because I actually went back and re-listened to everything. Like, we love Rockagoth and that, but
I
you know,
do. We do.
I believe it was while I was deployed you went on there, and I remember listening to it over there. But like you talk about it a bit, like what is it like for you being a female gamer, and what is it like being for you as a female streamer? How have your experiences been?
Um, I feel like I've been very well respected in that. In streaming and in the gaming part. I never been like disrespected or anything, but sometimes they just act foolish or childish or whatever, and I'm like, oh my God, can we just keep it together, get in the game,
Yeah,
focus,
right.
That's all. But some girls really do go on there just to get their attention, just to get their, I don't know, panties up, like wet or something. I don't know what it
Same,
is.
yeah, like
They just love that shit, and I'm just like, no, I'm here to shoot. I'm here to play the game. Let's go.
yeah,
And but not me. I just, I did have, there have been admirers and all that stuff. No stalkers,
no, good. That's what we like
no
to hear.
stuff like that. But like, I don't pay mind to that. I just leave that all there, and that's it. That's why I don't have a lot of social media or anything. I just have a Discord, Twitch, and that's it. Oh, Heavy made me get TikTok. So
Of course,
sorry.
Heavy made you get TikTok, right? So that you can watch TikToks together. I haven't buckled. I haven't buckled yet. Like, I've had a lot of pressure to be like, get TikTok so I can send you stuff, and I'm like, no. And then,
That's it. I don't post that much on there. And if I do, it's like food stuff or whatever, gaming stuff. That's it. I wouldn't post my life. I wouldn't be like, hey, in the camera and this and that. I don't mind being in camera, of course. I'm in a podcast with you, or I do my little streams. I really sometimes, make sure I stream to let my people, my closest people on Twitch know that I'm here, I'm alive. This is me.
yeah,
still here, guys. Don't worry, I'm here. You
I'm
know,
here. I'm okay.
and
I've just been
yeah,
busy.
uh, and just to have fun and capture good moments and all
That's
that.
that's fair. And Scarlet Snake is like I don't even, like basically I don't use the app. I'm just gonna screen record it and send it to you if I want you to see it. I've had people do that to me as well, where I'm like, I don't have TikTok, and they're like, oh fuck, I got to screen record it then and
Mhm.
do this whole thing. And Heavy saying it's back in the App Store as well.
Oh yeah,
Mm,
yep, it is actually like people can, because Obscure said the other day, oh, he deleted it. I think he said he
yeah,
wanted to, and now I'm like, wow, Obscure, you're like the 1% that deleted TikTok,
yeah.
and now it's back. So I guess they want people to have it back and stuff. So yeah,
Told you it
I
didn't
mean,
get
I'd be on
banned.
there.
All right,
Yeah.
fair enough, Heavy, fair enough. But you know, wild times. But we won't get into politics or anything.
Oh, here we go.
But um, so like again, um where do you want to see yourself with things like streaming and stuff in the future? Are you happy
Oh
to
my
just keep
god.
plodding along? Is there any big
Yeah,
goals or
that's
aspirations?
it. No, that's the other thing. I don't want to be like a famous streamer either. Like I don't want to be out there. For some reason, I'm still like just a normal gal, la la la, and I don't want to be like one of those famous streamers that are always on, having thousands of views and this and that. I'm like, oh my god, I feel like I mostly want to have more time in the outside world instead of the Twitch world, but I do love Twitch and I love my peoples and I love gaming. It takes a lot of work, a lot of effort to stream and put time into it. And I feel like my time is needed elsewhere
Yeah,
sometimes
that's
more
perfectly
for
valid.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um I
Do
don't
you
know, it's
do
just
you do you prefer like say a busy chat, or do you prefer like more one-on-one interaction with a couple of people in that?
I don't mind. I'll speak to whoever comes in. I'm very friendly. I whoever comes in, I talk to them and everything. Um, yeah, it could be a busy chat. I mean, sometimes I miss things. I do admit I miss things,
Hey, that's perfectly
and I'm like,
valid.
oh my god, but so
Well, I
wow, look at
mean,
Heavy.
right, unless you go viral, then you don't need to do all that work. You know, it's
That's the
just
thing. I don't think I can ever have like dreams of going viral. I don't want to go viral. No, thank you. Like, oh my goodness, like I'd be so shy and nervous to do that, or if anything ever happens like
yeah. I
that.
don't know if that's like where I want to be either. Like even like getting partnered, there's a lot of people that push for partner and stuff. I'm just like, whatever happens, happens. And that's not what I'm here for, really.
Yeah,
I'm just
it's just go with the flow. That's it.
yeah.
Hmm.
So okay, I
You know
mean,
what's the other thing is too, like you're being watched and stuff like that. You say something wrong,
yeah,
it,
that's it.
it's gonna be there forever. This and that. If you go on live on TikTok, you say something that people record, like anything, like this is how you got a rep to protect, right? Especially if I'm licensed, especially if I am a mother, a wifey, all that stuff. I'm just like, um, I just don't want anything to shift all the
Yeah,
good that's
that
in my life right now, like something like that. For me, that's how I am.
and that's
That's
just
all.
it.
But
Sometimes it's not that you even say the wrong thing, it's just taken out of context or clipped
yeah,
differently
or
or
yeah,
edited on some kind of other thing. And you're like, wait, was that a clip of me saying that? What? Like, that was
yeah.
definitely
Because
not the
if I'm
topic.
offline, if I'm not on Twitch or streaming, I would say some nasty stuff if I'm like playing. Like, I would say things that, oh my god, a lady shouldn't say that sometimes. But I say it because I'm mad,
Yeah.
and it's just like, but yeah. So I don't know. It's just me.
No, I completely understand it. And it's Twitch streaming is a lot in itself, and let alone to
Hmm.
kind of think about all these additional things like what am I saying, what am I doing, you know?
Yeah.
So,
I just want to be me. I
yeah, or people
just
trying
want
to
to relax.
goad that sort of stuff in chat as well,
Hmm.
where like they want you to say something controversial or don't, you know? First week I knew
Yeah.
Epic, she was com banned. Uh, is that
Ah,
yeah,
yeah, he
right?
was.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
On
because
what
I was
game?
playing. It's another team said something about one of my teammates, and I went at them saying like, "You're a bunch of bitches," and this. I'm so. like saying all these things, and they said, "Oh, I can't communicate with my team now." I'm like, "Oh, come
Oh,
on,
cool. Like, dude, chill. It's not that deep, you know? Like,
for real, like, oh, come on, But yeah, that's how it is. But so I'm like, okay, I have to watch what I say now because
right.
I'll say worse. But
I mean,
uh, but I'm very nice.
yeah, no, overall, like, always a wonderful experience with Epic.
But if
Um,
they're mean to me, I'm gonna be worse to them. That's all it is. Or to my teammates. You mean to them or anything, I'm gonna be more worse than you. That's it.
it's gonna be a little bit of a wild ride, all right? You better buckle
Yeah,
up, you know, like.
that's it.
But
Yep.
is there anything you've like wanted to talk about specifically that you haven't felt like you had a platform to talk about, or anything that you would be wanting to? Like, is there any topics or anything?
mm, well, just about your like, how I work in pharmacy and stuff.
Yeah,
Um, I work with medications and all this and that, and we see people with anxiety and all that stuff. Before, when I started getting into pharmacy in the early 20s, um, I was like, why people need this drug? Because there's drugs that you get addicted to, but you need them to function in life,
yeah,
right? And I'm like, nah, that's just weakness. That's like fucking weakness. You don't need that shit.
yeah.
you know. But ever since I, of course, met more people and people from the army, this and
Hmm.
that, and I've all these years in pharmacy, I'm like, damn, they do need it. They do need these drugs. They sometimes you need it because you know to function normally in the world. Um, with depression, anxiety, all these things. I thought for me it was all weakness.
Yeah.
It was my ignorance. My ignorance.
I mean,
A
I
shot. I
understand it
was
too.
I that was in my 20s. But then I learned more, and I kept going to conferences and this and that about. I learned more about the drugs. I'm like, damn, it's not that they actually do need it to um, survive in the world.
Y-
And I always thought it was. And then I always I always like was like, damn, I'm like a bad person thinking that, you know.
I
I'm
don't
like, oh
think
my
so at
god,
all.
what?
I
I'm like,
don't
oh
think
my
so at all
god,
because I like one of the things in life is that like you don't see that perspective until you're in it. You know what I mean? Like until you actually need medication
Oh
for
yeah,
something,
Scarlet.
right?
Hmm.
Like you're gonna be like that's weakness. I'm the same with my physical as my mental health. Like I said,
Yeah.
I've reset my nose 7 times. I put my dislocated shoulder back in.
Oh,
That's why I had shoulder surgery because I didn't do it right.
oh my god. Hmm.
Like, and after 2 years, it was messed up. Like, I'll reset
Hmm.
fingers, but thing because I'm like, I don't need medication. I don't need this shit. I can do it myself, right? And that's how I
Hmm.
feel like mental health is a lot of the
Yeah.
time. Is that there is actually a process going on in your body, right? There is chemical imbalance.
Yes.
There is,
Hmm.
the synaptic nerve, things like that. There's
Yep.
fight or flight. There's a lot going on, and I was someone that was just like, I'll never need medication. Fuck that, I can figure it out myself. And now look at me, I'm doped up to the eyeballs on antidepressants and
Yeah.
anxiety meds, right? And
Yes, like I like because I hear you and Rakagas always talking about mental health. I'm like, oh my god, like it's really serious. And I always thought mental health was something that you chose to have, or because of a trauma that happened to you, you chose to be weak and like live with it.
yeah,
No, it's
no,
actually something that you need help with, and this and that. That was in my early 20s, but now that I'm into pharmacy and more in depth with that. And because of your awareness and Rakagoth and all that stuff, like I'm
yeah,
all
I
like,
mean,
okay, yeah, like I mean, here you go. You want this medicine? I'm gonna do it right now
yeah,
for you. Don't
like
you worry, I got you.
which
Like I will,
is nice to hear because it's hard to get
yeah,
people to understand. Like most people will just say like, no, you're faking it, or there's nothing wrong with
yeah,
you, and it's hard to be
mhm,
like, how do I prove this to you? Scarlet
yep,
Snake is a member of Team Army as well, just so you
mhm,
know. So I feel like she understands to a degree as well.
yep.
But yeah, like it's a very
I
hard
thought I
thing.
was a bad person. Yes, that's
I
right. And
mean,
we have
we
that's why I
all
said ignorance. It was my ignorance. More educated after, like I was like, you know, hitting 29, I was like, holy shit, hold on one second, you
Yeah.
know?
No, I
So,
mean, it happens because, like, one, I know for myself, it was just pure stubbornness that I was like, I don't need this.
mm,
And a lot of
hmm.
the time, there was things where I'd be like, okay, there's a hard balance between like what is someone using as an excuse over what is actually happening to them. So one of the examples I'll give is that I remember in my like early 20s, I was with my friend and he was just like, dude, I'm just having such a shitty day. And I was kind of like, what's up? And he's like, my girlfriend is just popping off at me at everything, you know, blah, blah. He could say one word and she would just like kick off at him, whatever. And
Oh,
he's just like, dude, like, I don't get it. Um, and she wasn't the best person in the world anyway. And then, so she treated him like shit the whole day. And then at the end of it, it was kind of like, tee hee, it's my anxiety. And he was like, but that's the difference. Like, she was just using it as an excuse to be like, I was a shitty person, let's brush over it, you know. But like right now, I can
no,
tell you, my leg is going 120 miles an hour. Like, you can probably see me shaking. Like, that happens. That's normal for me. Like, and that's because my meds are wearing off. That's because I'm like here, I'm in this surrounding of like I'm nervous and stuff, and it's just happening. And I've got people around me that are like, trust me, I know how to deal with that. Like, if it's a partner or whatever, like, and it can
hmm,
be something as simple as like a reassurance that like, oh yeah, I'm here, and what, it's just natural. My body's doing it without me reacting, and that's where I think the meds come in with these things is that like our body's going to have these natural reactions to things. Now, can we always say we're the masters of our own fate? Like, where you go, I know what's happening to me, but I can't control it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm overthinking or I'm overstep. Meds are just getting that chemical balance right again.
yeah,
I don't want to say that I want to wholly rely on meds for the whole of my life. Like, that's why it's almost like a short term thing. That's why therapy and learning about the process and stuff comes in, dealing with it. I'm not going to say it's going to fix you, um, and sometimes it's even for the better, that you're in these things. But medication itself, like, you're a pharmacist, it's your job to prescribe people stuff, right? Like,
yeah.
at the end of the day, you're going to see people that it does good for, and others that you're like, I don't necessarily agree with this like recommendation, but
Oh, so
hey, the
like,
doctor
yeah,
is like saying that they need it. So it's a hard balance of like you being like,
it's like the pain medication ones. Like, if you had surgery, you had pain meds, and you keep getting it, like, of course, years after because you need it. But there's some that just abuse it, and because we can see how many times they've gotten it and where they got it, it's controlled by the state. Sometimes you got to fight them and say you can't get it now because you just got it like 10 days ago, you know?
yeah,
So that's the only thing. But like the other stuff, like there is a drug that, Suboxone, of course, um, it's a drug that helps you get off drugs, but you can get addicted to that too.
which
So
is insane
sometimes
in
it's like
itself. Yeah,
there's no win right there. So
yeah. And I mean,
yeah.
let's be real. Like, America runs on big pharma and stuff like that, and you can
Oh
get these
yeah.
medications a lot cheaper, whatever. Like,
Mhm.
but yeah, I feel like when it comes to mental health, at the end of the day, like, there's gonna be people that just go in, just say what they need to say to get what they need, and then dip out. And there's some people that
Yeah.
do actually need it. But I think it's overall it's a short term thing.
Mhm.
And therapies and um, other forms of like long-term procedures and like going to appointments for, like, some people use like rapid eye movement and all these other things. There's a lot of theories out there, but yeah, for me, like, I know that I was very unwilling to take medication until recently
Yep.
because I was just like, I don't need it. Like, I
It's
can.
almost like shameful to do. Like you feel ashamed. Like
Yeah,
if people feel
exactly.
shame on it, like, oh my god, why am I taking this? People are gonna think different of me and this and that. And that's what I would tell people. Like, no, it's okay to do it. You need it. It's all right to do it. You'll be okay. You
Yeah,
just need a little,
exactly.
like
And
a little push. That's it.
like Scarlet Snake is saying as well, like, mental health is something that she's big on, like generalized
Mm,
anxiety, PTSD, insomnia. Like, again, this happens to people.
mhm.
Like, it's real. Um, it's like you said, it's whether or not we want to be
Yeah.
shamed into it, yo. We're on a deep topic, but welcome in Uwu,
Ooh,
welcome
woo.
in Raiders. Much love to you guys. Very quick synopsis breakdown here. I'm K9. I'm a charity and variety streamer where the stream is all about you. Okay, I want you guys to meet all the best people possible. But this is our weekly podcast where we get a guest on, we highlight them, and we have the wonderful Epic Ranger here with us right now. So, welcome in, Raiders. I hope you are all doing amazing and I hope you had a fun stream. If you
Welcome,
have
Raiders.
any questions for Epic Ranger, please feel free to ask them in chat. I recommend using highlight my message so that I can definitely see them or go back to them very easily. But I hope you're having a wonderful night all. And yeah, we're just talking pretty deep about some mental health stuff right now. So if it's triggering for anyone, I do apologize. You know, we do have to talk about things though. I feel to actually understand them. Like
Mm.
I said, like right now, I wish I could pull my camera down, but my leg is going 120 miles an hour, and Huey has his head on my lap, right? Because he knows when this happens. This is like one of
Oh,
my only ways that like I'm very lucky. I'm very very lucky that he is such a good dog that I can take him to work 90% of the time. If we're
oh,
going to the field or we're doing things, my first sergeant actually stood up to my sergeant major the other day and was like, "No, Huey does so much good for the soldiers. You're not gonna tell him not to go." You know,
hell yeah.
and like he's doing it now. Like he's doing his job. Like the feel of his
Oh, we
fur
love
is a thing
Huey.
for me. Yeah, like oh, he's just
Oh,
yawning now. He's like, oh, I did my job.
oh, Huey.
I only got one question. Can I put this emoji between the uwu? You can do what you
Oh.
want, you know. Um, but yeah, so like things like that for me, that's where my next lot of studying came from was ESAs, emotional therapy animals and stuff. Like I believe in it wholly. And so like I said, medication and stuff is something I'm on, but my thing comes from ultimately the people I'm with. Like I said, I've discussed with some people that are like having a partner that understands these things, like, and can reassure you at times or take you out of a situation where you're like, obviously, for people like Scarlet Snake, potentially myself, like, I don't like being in a crowded place and then hearing bangs. If I hear a loud bang, like, I go into fight or flight. I'm just like, yo, let's fucking go. You know what I mean? Like that's like I can be hyper vigilant. I can be looking at everyone, giving a threat assessment. I can be looking at doors, exit ways. I can be all over the place, and someone just putting their hand on your hand and being like, "Hey, it's okay." You know, you're like, oh, "Right, shit. Like I'm good. Like I don't need to worry about that sort of stuff." And Huey is that for me as
Mhm.
well. Like I'm just like, okay, like right, someone's standing too close, or there's
Oh my
something.
God, that's the worst. I can't.
Yeah, so it's like, um, yeah, like there's things that the medication does help with, and there's other things that your surroundings, your people, my Huey, like everything does help with for me. And I don't even have it that bad compared to some people, you know. So I don't ever want to sound like I'm,
I don't know why
you
people
know,
get close to you at the grocery store. Like,
yeah, I don't,
why?
yeah, like
We're
chilling,
lying. I'm sorry. I actually say, I'm like, can we just back up, please? It's like you're breathing at me. Let's just back up too, like a little bit. That's it.
yeah,
Like, and then they like snap into reality. They're like, oh shoot, yeah, I'm too close. Like,
yeah,
yeah,
like
you are. Like,
personal
come
space, my
on,
guy,
There's
personal space.
people. I will really be far away from people in line because you don't know what that person has. They probably have anxiety. They're in public, and
Let
oh,
alone
it's just
contagious, all
triggering
right? I'm a
sometimes.
little bit of a germaphobe in that case. Like, I don't want you like
Yeah,
fucking
that's
licking
me.
me or some weird shit. Like, you know, like I don't
No,
want
you
some
can actually
random.
feel their breath. I'm like,
Yeah, and I'm like, oh
back
god,
up.
that's nasty. Like, what if they sneeze on
They
me
just
or?
don't know. They just
Yeah,
don't have like their awareness is just not there. Especially like the there's just sometimes the older people and like the awareness of them licking their thumbs before getting their money.
yeah. Oh my
Like
god, yeah.
I'm like, you know what you're
Fucking
doing,
old
right? Like
people,
we know.
man. I know.
Can we just not do this, please? I
But yeah,
freeze
I also, well, Scarlet Snake
so
also says
sweet.
like there's fight or flight and there's also
Oh, you
freezing,
freeze.
which sucks
Oh,
as well
yeah,
because you feel trapped where you're like, I want to
yeah. You're like,
express how
oh,
I'm feeling, but I just can't, you know, like, or I want to
yeah.
tell them to fuck off, or I want to tell them like, give me space and that, and you just can't. Like it is a thing. So I'm sorry that happens to you. We do
I
have a
know.
little bit of a switch up though, because Bun Bun has said if you could only download one game to your PC or console, what would it be?
Just one game.
Just one game.
Um, I because I'll replay and replay and replay it. It'll be Halo Reach.
Halo Reach. Oh my god. See,
Hmm
Shaishu, you hear that? Like, all right, we were talking about that. Like, I was like, Reach is my game. She's like 1 and 2, but you
Reach
know, like,
is Reach is just Reach, man.
yeah,
Just that teamwork. You feel. I felt like I was in the game the whole time. Like that
yeah.
was me. I was Noble Six.
I think
Like
even the
you know.
cinematography in that game and that,
Yes.
like, it broke the mold with how it did its in-game cutscenes
hmm
and stuff. Like,
Yeah, it was so good.
some of the things that I even like remember is like in a fight scene, the camera is tracking as if you're in that fight scene. It's not like a static shot and you're
Mhm.
watching them like punch and that, but like it's like you're like in their camera and you're watching it, and then like the rocket when you get the saber thing, it like falls off and the camera like falls with it and stuff like that sort of stuff. Eliza Muffin, thank you for coming in. Welcome in. We're here with Epic Ranger. Oh, look at that. Epic's on it. She's modding whilst actually being part of it. Shaisu, I'm only messing with you. We're going to play Halo Reach. We're going to play all of them again.
You
But
have to play it. Well, how do you say that?
she,
Shy school?
Shaisu, I,
Shy Su. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
she's
Shy Shu. Try
she's
it. It's
incredible.
really good.
Shaisu is like
Cora.
my favorite person in the world. All right, but like you know, like um,
Oh,
there's Koravex in here as well. But Shaisu, I'm gonna, you know, she's native as well, so I know that Heavy Hustle was looking for native
I'm
streamers
not
and
talking
stuff.
to Heavy right now, so
No, because he's in jail
no,
or what?
no,
Like,
because he says he didn't like ODST.
what? Okay, that's crazy. That's fucking crazy.
I don't know what's
Uh,
going on here. Like, what kind of bestie is he? I can't do it.
right. So Cora, go show Shaisu some
Cora.
love as well. Got to represent because I know you're First Nation. Um, but yeah, like ODST was different though. That's what I loved about it. One, I loved the ODSTs as characters, right? But
Yeah.
it was because it was like you're vulnerable. You're not a Spartan super soldier, you know. Shaisu, I'm gonna give her custom shout out. There you go, Cora.
Mhm.
But yeah, so like ODST was so different in that sense because you had your health bar and then you if you couldn't get your shields back you only had your health bar and it was fucking annoying because all you can do is boop boop
Yes. Oh, I
boop
couldn't stand
right.
that. The whole like you're running down like the street and shit. It's boop boop. I'm like, oh my god, I need one so fast.
Well,
I actually have the. What are you saying?
Heavy saying all they needed to do was add the battle rifle. I don't believe it. You know?
So
No.
fun. I actually have the. I love the music in ODST. I have one of the songs from ODST as my morning alarm because it's
Yeah,
just so beautiful to wake up to.
yeah.
So beautiful.
All that
That's
like
it.
film noir jazz type
The
thing.
jazz. Oh God, it's
I mean,
beautiful.
again, I've got the helmet in the background. I've got an ODST helmet,
Oh
and
yes,
then the
I
flag
love
is
it.
over there, but you probably can't see it.
No, I see it.
Okay, yeah,
I love
like
it.
I'm a big ODST person, but
Yeah, Hell Jumpers was like it's so funny. We had a team in Daisy, and Heavy called us Hell Jumpers. So
oh,
how
see,
does he
so
not
he,
like
yeah, how,
ODST?
okay,
So
we
how
see
did he
you,
not like ODST?
yeah, like all right, Heavy, I see you. All right, it's like calling out Obscure and then Obscure coming on and being like, I did not say that, Heavy, like, you know, but no.
Don't
So
do it.
we
Don't
kind of
make
got a
me
little bit
return
away
it.
from it then. So Halo Reach, okay, would be the one game that
Yep.
you do. I'm guessing obviously campaign, phenomenal. What did you
Yes.
think of the
Beautiful.
multiplayer?
Um. So, God, I don't know. The every time I did it, the you know how each team was on each side and stuff like that. I will always get confused, and I will always get killed. I would get frustrated just because people come around the corner and everything. Even though it's slow,
Hmm.
it's still great. but because of the campaign, I fell in love with it. Um, that's what I said. That would be the one game if I have to play it all the time. It'll just be that one then.
Okay. Yeah.
Um, the multiplayer, it was always getting me frustrated. I don't know why. I felt like it was just like I'm not doing the best. I'll just get out and this and that.
Yeah.
I never did like the ranking and everything.
And
So
it was the first one as well to bring in like armor perks and stuff like jetpack,
yeah.
armor lock and
Mhm.
stuff. So
Yeah.
there was a lot of dynamic that you had to figure out with that game. Like, how do I counter this? How do I time this?
Mhm.
Even the smallest things like don't stand too close to an armor lock because it'll break your shields and stuff. People just, you know, it was a lot to learn at the time for a Halo game at least. And that was where I thrived. I'm like I will always say, Halo Reach was my prime. Ever since then, I've just been a washed out Halo player. Like talking about the good
No,
old days. Like, but
don't say
I
that. Oh
still
my
play it for
god.
fun. But yeah, it's not the same for me in itself. But Reach was okay. Still did a battle rifle. Says heavy, but you know, I can see that. For me, I really don't know. I would have to go with like one of the Halo games, but I couldn't even pick if I could only have one game. I do need replayability. I do need something to work towards. So that's like a really hard question to me, because I just love gaming. I love the fact that gaming has been my escape for so long. Gaming has been the
Mhm.
way that I've connected with so many people, including yourselves. Oh, thank you for the follows back as well. I can guarantee you, like, this is what I mean, right? So just like Epic here, which if you're not following Epic, go give her some love too. But like I'm telling you, these people in chat
Yep.
are all the most wonderful, supportive, loving people, and I can vouch for each and every one that's in this chat. The only person I can't so far is Eliza Muffins because she's brand new here, but welcome in. I hope you enjoy the vibes. Um, but yeah, like that's what I love to see. I love to see the level of support and love going around. But that's exactly what I was on about, right? Is that because of gaming, this is why we're here, right? Like if it wasn't for gaming, I wouldn't be on Twitch. If it wasn't on Twitch, I wouldn't have met you. I wouldn't have met Heavy, Shaisu, Cora, Scarlet Snake, everyone. Like I wouldn't have
Yeah.
connected with people from all different walks of life, ones that have similar, ones that I couldn't be without nowadays, like they're my people. Like Shaisu, Leah, like those types of people have been through a lot with me already. You guys, Epic, Heavy Hustle, you've been on one side of things. We've had, you know, people like Let's Be Frank and all that, like all these different communities all come together
Mhm.
for their own reason in my life. And that's all because of gaming. So, who would have known that when I was like playing, I don't know, Pokemon Blue on my Game Boy? How big of an impact gaming would have? Uwu as well. Thank you for that copy and paste thing from Stream Elements. I appreciate that. We love you too. Um,
Ooh.
you know, I'm a precision shooter, so an SMG campaign wasn't for me. No spraying and praying for me. That's fair,
Mm.
but I think that was one of the things that like they wanted to highlight was that the ODSTs have their own weapon sets and they're all silenced and it's meant to be a bit more stealthy and a bit more, you know. Um, but I do get you, except for that mission on the what is it, New Mombasa Police Department where you get a sniper rifle with like 30 rounds. Oh my god, it's beautiful. And you're just like popping off. Um,
Oh, when the hunters chase you in ODST,
yeah, and
that was the worst thing in the world.
that was the worst thing in the world.
Cause they
Like,
go inside the building and
yeah,
after you.
yeah,
Why? How do you fit through that door, man?
yeah. You're not meant to do that. Every other game they got stuck outside or whatever.
Oh
Um,
my god, so
but
scary.
yeah. Do we have any more questions in chat that you want to ask? Either Epic or like a question that we can both answer. Because I'm
Mm.
also like trying to keep a track of the time. I know Epic is also very busy, and she had a little kind of set schedule in ahead of like this. So I want to make sure that everyone has a chance to ask what they want to ask and do what they want to do. Um, but also, um, if we, what's your favorite sweet salty snack?
Um, sweet salty snack. I'm not a sweet person. I like savory more, but let's see a sweet. Oh, I love tropical fishies.
Okay,
You know how Swedish fish, but
yeah.
they have tropical flavor ones. Those are my fave.
Ah, okay, okay.
Salty snacks. I love barbecue chips. Pringle ones are the best.
Ooh. Okay, I
Pringle
mean,
ones are so good.
I've got a big sweet tooth. I love like baked goods. I love like candy. I love chocolate. And I'm less on the salty, but every now and then I crave salt. So
Oh my god,
uh,
my cousin just got me like flowers and stuff for my birthday and like a huge 24 pack of beautiful purple and pink cupcakes, and I've only had two
oh
of those
god,
24.
that's kind
So
of
what am I gonna
yeah.
do with all those cupcakes? You know, like oh my god, like if I was a sweet person, I would eat half the box.
Oh,
But
I would have fucked up the box within the day. I like I can't control myself like that. Like I have zero willpower. Like I'm so bad that like I'm the type of person like say I have someone in my life and they bake a cake, I will consistently think about that cake the whole day, and I'll be like, I'll just have one more slice. You know
oh,
what? One more, one more. And
wow,
by the
so
time like the day's
funny.
done, like they're like, dude, I had like 2 pieces of the cake, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I just fucked up the cake. Like, but
I'm
um,
such a savory person. Oh, I love like more food than snacks and like desserts.
okay. And I know that
Yeah.
you're someone that likes to cook as well, like
Oh
that.
yeah, I'm a big
Because
cooker.
we've heard some of the things that you've made, and I've been like, oh my god, like that's insane. You know, um,
Yeah,
especially based
ketchup
on
or mustard. I'm a mustard girl. Like everything has to have mustard.
mustard.
Um, our
Okay,
our hot dogs, we don't put ketchup.
hot
We
dogs.
don't put ketchup. We
Not
just
the
put
hot
mustard.
dogs.
That's it.
What about
No
mustard in your
ketchup.
coffee? Your hot dogs. No,
No, not like that. But like,
I'm joking.
think okay, a corn dog. You know a corn dog. You know how
Yeah.
they're sweet.
Mm,
We don't put We don't put ketchup on them. We put mustard. Like I don't know why. Like ketchup on it. It's just like what is that?
mm.
No, I'll have ketchup with fries here and
Oh,
there,
okay.
or I'll just have the fries like plain. Like that's
See,
it.
I'm the opposite. Ketchup with everything, and then the only things I like mustard with are like super Americanized things that would have mustard on anyway, like hot dogs and stuff. Now I
Yeah.
eat it with mustard, or like Whataburger. I know you guys don't have it, like a Texas-based
Uh,
like burger place, but like they cook the burgers in a mustard, and then like you
oh
have
my
extra
god.
mustard on it. It's really good. Like Whataburger is top tier for me.
Mm.
Most fucked up game.
Most fu- m-
Like, are we talking like you've you've played it and
mm,
you've just been left like, what the fuck? This is so broken and boring, or like I played this and it really messed with my head.
yeah. I'm trying to think. I don't
Because
even know.
again, Outlast for me was one that I just couldn't deal with. That was too much for me. But
Like it's like gory and crazy was Dead Space for me. It was so
okay,
like insane because they went crazy and they would just you know kill in like the ruthless way. That was one thing
I mean,
for me.
I
Dead Space.
also I also grew up on some fucked up games like Manhunt. I don't know if you remember Manhunt, which was made by Rockstar, and it was like basically like you were put into um a game where like you had to kill to survive, and you're being recorded and stuff, and if you don't, like, there's it's all like serial killers from like a prison, other people roaming around.
Heard about it, but I never played
Yeah,
it.
and then you had to like pick up different weapons, and the longer you held down the right trigger, the more brutal the execution would be. Like, so you'd sneak up behind someone with like a
Oh.
carrier bag, like you pick it up, and the green execution was like just put it over their head and like suffocate them. The like top tier one was like you're beating their brains in as you're suffocating, and it was like, whoa,
Yeah,
like what the fuck, like this is legit,
yeah, like it's
like
crazy.
yeah, and I was like, but
Oh wow.
I grew up on stuff like that, and obviously it's why I'm a little fucked up puppy myself. But no, it's like I don't think like that ever had an effect on me. It desensitized me a little bit, but I think ultimately at the end of the day, if you know it's a game, like, and you can detach yourself, like, how many people of you out here have played Grand Theft Auto but actually like robbed a money truck or like done any of that stuff? All right, heavy hustle, he's gone to jail. But like, like those things, like there's a level of you with education and understanding that it's a game, I think. So Brutal, it got a ban outside of America. Yeah, exactly. In a lot of countries, it was banned. There's
Well,
been
the one you played,
yeah, like
Manhunt. Oh
Manhunt
shit.
was. I remember Carmageddon when I was younger got banned in so many countries that it was basically like a racing game, but you could run over people on the way, and you would earn points and stuff. And you had to blow up each other's cars, and then so they changed all the people to zombies and that just to get re-releases and get it passed and stuff. Like, yeah, I mean there
Mm.
was a lot of brutal, the granny and stuff. Yeah, like um, but then also, Shaisu says, "What's your favorite dish to cook?"
Um, my favorite it has to be a pollo guisado, which is like a stewed chicken. Um,
That already sounds good.
Now it's like different countries have them differently. There's Central American, there's Mexican, there's a Puerto Rican, there is Peruvian. There's all different types. I know how to do them all, but one of my favorite ones are the Caribbean ones. I like the pollo guisado doing that. So
Ooh.
yeah,
Um.
I love doing that one.
Okay.
And also my home fries are the best. Just so you know,
Yeah, just so you know. So if you want some of those,
they're
let
so
me
good.
know.
Oh my God, I love my home fries are the best.
Yeah, I was never good at cooking. I was good at baking. Um. So yeah, like I got you on terms of like, give me a little while to get back into it, and I'll bake with you. But like cooking, I was just never good at. I could legit
And
burn
I can't
cereal.
bake for shit. I
Yeah.
can't even follow a brownie box. I won't even do it.
Like,
I
right, but
can't do
that's
it.
it's like it's such a weird thing, isn't it? Like at the end of the day, like there's some people that can do both. Easy Mac, that sounds fire. Like yeah, like I will definitely need someone in my life that can either cook or is fine with eating like fast food or ordering food a lot because I will die if I have to cook. Like I suck.
What?
I'm
You
heavy
should have
hustle
seen.
over
Yeah.
here.
Like yesterday, I had a brunch for my cousins, which is like 9 of us, and I cooked this meat with eggs in salsa verde, which is
Oh,
green
salsa
sauce,
verde is so good.
beans, homemade tortillas. We had chicharron, which is fried pork belly. I also made bruschetta. I also made corn salsa. I just made so many little appetizers, and then all of it came together, and that's what I had.
That sounds
Uh,
incredible.
I know. I was like, I
Well,
know. And
well, like
when they came, they were like, "Wow!" I'm like, "I know, girls.
I
I
know, like
know."
you can pay me now, like like, but
Yeah.
or like Uwu saying like just grill meat every day. That would probably be me at the end of the day. Like carne
You
asada, like
That's it. Yeah. If you have that and you grill it, you prep it, you leave it like you can do carne asada and like grilled chicken, just leave it in the fridge. You eat it with anything.
right, yeah. You just go
Anything.
like, oh, we're having it in tortillas today. We're making
And
burritos.
tortillas or like
Yeah,
cilantro lime rice. There we go. You
yeah,
got some beans, like all that stuff on the salad. Boom. That's.
yeah. I just like I also feel like I'm much more of an instant gratification person. Like I don't have that love for like spending forever in the kitchen. You know what I mean? And like preparing things and then
Oh,
for me to
I
go
love it.
yeah, like for me to spend like 4 hours making something and I will fuck
Ah,
that dish up in like 2 minutes. I'm like, dude, that was not like that doesn't satisfy me personally, you know?
I'm like, it's the mashed potatoes, he
Yeah,
said.
instant mash, soup.
And when I make them fresh, chicken, fried
Right,
chicken.
yeah, like I could live off like a peasant's diet if I had to, like
Oh my god.
soup and bread and
But you know what it is? I felt like my grandma taught me so much. That's the Mexican side.
yeah,
Um, she taught me so much. Like, if the kitchen isn't there's no food in the kitchen, the house isn't warm. Like, I need to have make sure beans are going or olla, which is like a clay pot with just coffee just brewing there the whole day. If it's not warm in the kitchen, the house is cold. Plain and simple.
Damn. Yeah.
That's how I was taught.
Well, my house is
Absolutely.
fucking freezing right now. No, I feel it. Like
99-cent ramen.
yeah, 99-cent ramen. I'm getting side-eyed from Shaisu. Do you want to come cook for me? I'll do anything, right? But like,
Yes,
you
he'll
know,
bake you some cookies
I'll
because he
bake you
can bake. He
cookies.
said
Yeah, I'll be the
he
goodest
can
boy,
bake.
right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So I even tried to get into cooking a bit with other people, where like
We should have
partners
a
or whatever.
cooking show.
Oh my god, it would be a fucking nightmare. You'd be like, measure this out, and
What?
I'd be on fire in the background like a
This is
sim.
the thing. I don't measure. I don't measure. I just go with the flow.
Yeah.
It's my heart. That's it. I don't measure at all.
I just feel
Um,
like I don't know, like the wildest shit would happen. It's gonna be like, hey, could you cut up the onions? Next thing I'm fist fighting a tiger in the background. Like this was not meant to happen. Like, what are we doing? Like, I'm just trying to cut onions.
I'm just gonna tell you, Kanan, just put the tortillas on the comal on the pan. That's all you do, and
And
flip
I'll
it.
be
You're like, yeah, I gotta touch it.
yeah,
Like, yeah, you gotta.
like, this seems dangerous, like Bun says, like as well is like let her know for recipes. We do have an area in the Discord for to share your recipes and stuff as well. That's Bunny's
Oh, hell
picnic corner
yeah.
essentially of the Doghouse. But measuring with the heart is the only way when cooking. Yeah, Shaisu, like
I
I
don't.
remember my great gran when we were
I'll
younger.
take it.
We used to go around there and nothing was measured. Like literally, she just knew exactly how much to make, which is such a shame because then no one could replicate her cooking. Because it just like she was like it's an exact handful like this, and then like our hands are different,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
like how does that even
Our
work?
hands are
But
different. Yeah.
yeah, and like I was explaining to someone not too long ago as well. There's like again, I think I got my sweet tooth from my both my grandma because she used to teach us how to bake, and then my great grandma. And we used to make a thing that we call flapjacks, which are like the pancake style that you guys make. It's like an oat-based thing with this still like golden syrup, and you don't even really need to like you can cook them or you cannot, and then go all gooey, and it's this whole thing. But like, so there was this stuff called golden syrup, and I always remember my great grandma being like, "Hey kids, like come out to the kitchen, Don't act normal, like oh I gotta go to the bathroom, or I gotta, And she was a sweet old lady, and then she would like dig the spoon into this golden syrup, and then like give us like spoonfuls of this syrup, and it used to make us so fucking
What is
hyper.
golden syrup? What is that,
Like
honey?
it's like a honey bit like syrup. It's its own thing. It's weird. It's like not treacle syrup either. It's got its own flavor and it's like
Never heard of
so
it.
good. And I actually got
Golden
I've got
syrup.
yeah, I've got like one thing of it in my thing that I brought from England because I was trying to find
Oh,
it
it's
again.
over there only?
Yeah,
Cause
well I don't know if it's you could probably get it here, but like I haven't seen it. And I had it too many times and like I just eyeballed it. Yeah, like apparently that's the thing that I'm just not good at because it's gonna taste like ass.
oh,
All right, to me, drug
oh yeah,
flavored.
they just this is different, huh? So it's
Yeah,
not like maple syrup?
no, it's not like maple. It's got its own like flavor to it. And I don't know how to describe it, but it's like so bad for you, but it's so good. It's just like pure sugar at the end of the day. The
Ha.
golden flavor, yeah, it's
I
good.
have tried what is that Australian thing that spread?
Marmite, Vegemite.
Vegemite. Yes, I have
Ah,
tried that.
okay. We have Marmite, which is the British equivalent, and that's like
Marmite?
yeah.
Oh.
So Vegemite and that is like the literal slogan is you either love it or you hate it. Because like that is how polarizing that stuff is. I hate Marmite. I hate Vegemite, but like some people love that shit. Well, my mum
She
doesn't
knows
measure.
nine about pizza. What the hell, Heavy?
We need to know about your pizza then. My mum doesn't measure, and she says if you know what's in the dish, generally you end up making it the way you prefer since everyone's taste. But that's perfectly like valid as well, Shoti. It's like you're cooking for an
Yeah.
audience that you should
Mhm.
kind of know a bit.
Yeah.
But
I just put so much like seasoning. I do a lot of Spanish seasons and all that. And I just go with the flow, the smell, what different seasons
is
go
it
with
on
each meat or
fire?
the
Is it
dish.
not?
Yep. I love spice. If it's
Yeah.
not spicy, I'm not eating it. But of course, I won't make it too spicy because other people can't. do spice like I do it.
I need a happy
Um,
medium. I need a happy medium where there's, for me, if it's spicy, it's gotta still have flavor. I don't like spice for the sake of just going, I want my face to melt. That just doesn't. I'm like, why am I eating this? But like, if there's a kick to it that is like, oh, I like this, but it's, if my nose is running a bit and I've got a little bit hot, like, that's good. There's still flavor, you know.
So Heavy says I don't know nothing about pizza. Actually, I had this pizza yesterday as well as one of the snacks, which is art pizza, which is actually just a dough with sauce on it. The sauce is like
Sauce.
seasoned.
Yeah.
It's seasoned and everything, and it's just on the bread. So other people call it sauce bread, but that's our pizza here in Rhode Island. It's just
That's what it
a
is,
piece.
the sauce spread thing. I remember
Yeah.
this being a hot topic on your channel.
But it's my pizza. Like that's our pizza. So if I go to another Rhode Islander and say,
Pizza.
"Hey, do you have a sauce bread?" They're like, "What the fuck is that?" Just give me a slice of pizza. They have different bakeries that sell just it's cold too. You just go, they sell it. It's you eat it cold. Also, it's just dough and they have sauce on it, and you just eat it. Not pizza. Yes, I know, but it's our pizza in Rhode Island.
Well,
They do have regular pizza around with cheese and pepperoni and all that stuff,
so is
but
that what
that's just
makes it a pizza then? Is that there's cheese on top? At minimum?
maybe. But that's what we
Hmm.
call that bread with the sauce. It's a
Insta
pizza,
face
you
palm.
know.
I'm just trying to like, because there's always gonna be those things
Too
where there's
bad
like,
there's none left, so I can show you because I
yeah,
had some
I
yesterday.
hate it all, but like, yeah, because like at the end of the day, so like, this is
It's
one of
fine.
the things that I love about Hispanic culture cooking, right? Is that you can ask for one thing, like say at the end of the day, like fajitas, right?
Yeah,
Fajitas usually are like chicken, peppers, onions in a tortilla wrap, right? But if you put sauce and cheese over the top, then bake it, it's an enchilada, right? It's
yeah,
like you've just
yeah. It's
added
different.
one
You
extra
can't do
thing
it.
to it or two extra things, and it's
Yeah,
a whole different dish. And then
you
you
can't
like,
do that.
yeah. So like that, that is like why I'm just like, what is the difference between sauce bread and pizza at the end of the day? Is it the actual bread you make it with? Like, is the dough different, or is it still just a pizza
It's
dough?
a little. It's almost like focaccia dough. Almost like focaccia dough.
Okay.
It's a little thicker. But they make it differently. All different little regions make it differently. They sell it at little baked goods. Even at gas stations, they have them ready to go. Yo, grab one, you eat it. You don't have to even heat it up.
All right. I
But they
need to
have
try
we have
this.
we have pizzerias, of course. You know, you got your regular pizzas with cheese and everything. We have a whole street of all. It's called Federal Hill, Atwells. It's like all Italian places. I mean, they have real pizza, but
Yeah.
in Rhode Island, those little things, those little slices are pizza. They're good.
Oh, well, I mean,
Yeah.
I guess that's the same for everywhere. There's going to be some kind of difference where someone goes, that doesn't make sense. That's a so and so.
Yeah,
But like,
I know.
you know, like Texas toast is just thick bread, but it's Texas toast here. God damn it! Like, you
Yeah,
know,
that's it.
like,
That's all it is.
but
Oh, like nobody likes Boston cream. Like they
what?
think it's nasty. Yeah. Do you eat Boston cream?
I'll eat Boston cream, yeah, especially
Yeah, it's
donuts and
so
that.
good.
I
Oh
like
my
it.
god, some people just like go, ugh, and I'm like, oh my god, so delicious. Especially when you bite it and then you put your finger in it.
Oh yeah, you got your jam your finger
So
in,
good.
and it's all creamy,
Yeah,
and like you got,
yeah,
oh, you stop it, not like that. Right, I see you,
yeah.
but
Jam your finger in there.
yeah, like
Yeah.
no,
So
but yeah,
funny.
like
It's so good. It's just people. It's different everywhere. So
well, I mean, I really love watching the Boston creams get filled up. You know, those donuts, and they put the thing in it,
hell
and
yeah,
it
and just
squirts all the white. Yeah, like hey,
yeah,
hey,
delish. That's
you
it.
do you, boo. Like,
It's so
um,
good,
but
so
no.
good.
Yeah, I like that's like a thing, like because I love like donuts and stuff, and
Mhm.
you know, so like I said, I got a heavy hustle was like
God
98%
damn!
feral after that. Oh, Shaisu 92. So we
I'm
just got to
watching
talk.
K9.
All right, yeah. So what I got to do to make people feral is
Oh
talk
shit,
about
so
filling my
too.
donuts up. 67. I was so close to 69, but like,
Wait,
you
oh
know.
shoot, for real. That's so funny.
It depends
Oh my
because like
god.
sometimes I'll use like two fingers to plug the hole for the Boston cream donut. Maybe
Oh,
three if
okay.
that donut's being a good girl. Like, I don't know.
Oh
Like,
my
but like,
goodness.
stop it. I'm not.
Fantastic. Look at
Oh,
that.
Epic's like we're not on about.
I just want the donut.
I want the donut at this point. Like, you know. Oh God, Bun
Oh
is
my god.
90. Everyone is
Oh,
like, everyone is super
oh
feral over
my
the
god.
Boston
That's
cream
it.
donut. That's what it
Boston
is.
cream donut. Oh my god. I actually got a Boston cream cake
A
for my
Boston cream
brother-in-law's
cake.
birthday.
Man,
Imagine
how
that.
much
So,
filling does that take? That's a good
oh
ride.
my god. It was. I had a picture of it too. Oh my god. I sent it to one of my buddies.
He's
Prophecy.
bored.
Um, Prophecy, ex Prophecy.
Mm-hmm.
He actually, he's the person that I've known the most, and he actually got me into Discord.
Yeah.
I was playing Halo one day, and he heard me talking to this other person. He's like, "Hey, what's your accent?" And I'm like, accent. And then when he heard my accent, he's like, that's it. I fell in love. You're coming with me. He's been my best buddy
Yeah.
for forever. And he brought me to Discord. Never had Discord. I was in his Discord first, and that's how I saw the Halo Discord, and that's how I saw Clutch promoting his Twitch, and that's how I
Okay.
met everyone else. So Prophecy is one of the guys that really got me into it, but he
Prophecy is
hates
your
Boston Cream.
yeah.
Yeah,
Prophecy is your
Prophecy's
heavy hustle
oldest
to
home.
me.
Yeah, like Prophecy is the old homie. Like he's always there. Like he's been there, and and it's funny because he hates Boston cream, and he's
Yeah.
from New York. Like he's around, and he hates it. So I had to send him a picture of my Boston cream pie, and he's like,
Oh,
"Oh
a
my
Boston cream
god,
pie.
the
Wait, no,
cake that I
hold on.
had, it
Yeah,
was
the
so
cake, the cake. I'm with
the
you. Hold
cake,
up.
it was cake."
I was thinking about something else. Sorry. But
I mean, thinking about American Pie. Oh my
yeah, yeah,
god,
cream
can
pie.
we?
Yeah. So, but
Oh
no,
my
like
god.
it's weird that like there's some of these things that are just so polarizing. Like Boston cream. It's a donut at the end of it. Heavy hustle with the spray. Ain't no way. All right. Uh, but yeah, very quickly then, I'm trying to keep an eye on the time. Is there anything else you would like to ask Epic Ranger whilst we have her here? And apparently we're very exposed talking about Boston cream donuts. We're very open right now. But the other thing I need to know, Epic, as well, is like you don't have to. Would you like to
Yeah.
go live after this so that we can raid into you, or are you going to raid into someone from your community?
No, you can raid whoever you. No worries.
No,
We
no,
can
because
just
we like
raid.
to show the love to the people that show you love. And so
Okay.
if you're not going to go live, we can find someone to eventually
Yeah,
raid
I won't go
into.
live tonight. I won't.
That's what I
Yeah.
thought. I did realize that you're on a time crunch and stuff. So I just wanted to make sure. But yeah, if you guys are, satisfied after, I think everyone's kind of worn out after the Boston cream donut situation.
I actually put the Boston cream cake on K9's food thingy,
Oh, so if you're in the
so
Discord, you can go check out
it's
some.
right there. I mean, you guys are probably gonna be 99% feral after that. Like, that's it.
I mean, like I'm feral for
God, now
cake
I
as it is.
want.
Yeah, like now I
Now I
love the
want some.
cake.
Now I'm gonna go eat those cupcakes now.
Yeah, right. Like, oh yeah, of course. What about that cake? Yeah. Hold on, different level. I'm on about Felida's cake in Dead by Daylight, but like, um,
Into bunny. We
I
can do
mean, that's up
bunny.
to like Epic. It's up to you. Whoever we raid out to, this
Yes,
is your show. Okay, well then, Bun,
please.
you let us know when you are live if that's the case, and we'll come over there because Bun is on the affiliate grind, as she is. That
Oh,
is
she's not affiliating it?
not yet. So she is one of those people that has
What?
spent her whole life supporting and is finally getting into streaming. So
Hell yeah. I'm
we
gonna
can
do
go
that.
show love to Bun and bring all these wonderful people over there if that's what you would like to do as well, Epic.
Of
Um,
course.
but yeah,
You know
so
me, I'm very supportive. I will be in everyone's stream, say hi. You tell me this person's streaming, I'm gonna go say hi to that person. Yep,
I
I'm there. Why? Because there was so much love like that when I started. Like you, heavy Papa. Oh my
Papa
God, Papa
Turbo.
Turbo. Oh, we miss Papa. His raids coming into me all the time is what made me like affiliate you guys having me up and everything.
Yeah.
And now I help people do that. After like all the help I got, I like helping people do that.
No, and
Um,
we appreciate that because a lot of people need that level of guidance, that level of support that they don't have because the affiliation grind is real. Like it is like if you don't have those people that you know help you out in the beginning. Like you're
Mhm.
going to be stuck in that limbo for a long time of just like trying to figure it out. So I know I appreciate that. Where if you believe in someone, go in there, keep supporting them, help them out.
Yep.
Um,
Have them up. All that.
yeah,
Yep.
as long as there's a bit of give and take there, like they listen to you. I
Mhm.
did have someone recently. I was telling Shaisu last night actually, like, um, I had someone that was like, "Oh, for my 75 followers, I'm doing a 24-hour stream," and I was like, "What are you doing? What are you doing? No!" And then she was adamant, and she did it, and she ruined her numbers,
Wow.
And I was like, "What are you doing? Chill out. Like, let's get you affiliated first, like,
Oh my
before you
God.
start doing a 24-hour stream. Like, that's
God,
wrong."
I
But
I
you know,
haven't done more than 8 hours or 6 hours.
yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, 12 hours is the most I've done, and mine were charity streams, so they're a little bit more even taxing because I'm doing dumb shit for charity. But like, I don't know how
Oh,
people do 24-hour alone. Like, let alone at 75 followers when you're not affiliated. I was like, please listen to me. Like, you've just ruined
yeah.
your whole
Oh,
average for the month or whatever. But it is what it is. Eventually, they got affiliated. They learned. But so we appreciate that level of love
yeah.
and support. Heavy Hustle 14 hours is the most you did. Um,
Oh shit.
that's still a
Oh
long
yeah.
time. That's still like one hell of a long
14 hours. Yeah. Oh my
time.
God. And I remember how Heavy used to tell me, don't stream more than 2, 3 hours. Do
Mhm.
this, do that, this and that. And how he would tell me, I would just listen and it worked. And how you guys
It's just
helped me
it.
out with that. Yeah. And
Like,
of course, his soothing voice. Like,
of
hello.
course, Heavy Hustle.
Heavy Hustle, soothing
And now
voice.
he's got a bad boy streak to him because he's been in jail. So it's like, oh shit, like, but soft heart, bad boy. You know what I'm saying? But
That's it.
that's just it. But yeah. So what we'll do is we'll give, if anyone can tell me when Bun goes live, we can raid over to her. But is there any special mentions, anything you want to do to let people know about the people in your life or the things you're going to be doing with streaming or anything else whilst we're here?
um, I do want to get into more of competitiveness in Halo again, how I was before. Because I actually kind of missed that. I haven't done it for over a year, but I do want to get into ranking again, and then yeah, and maybe work on my sniping skills and get more of a better KD and Daisy, and yeah,
Okay, so will we be
that.
seeing a sniping 1v1 against you and Zahabi Twitch?
Oh,
I'm just putting it
Shah-
out there. I'll host it.
Shahabi wants to
Yeah.
like challenge me.
I'm just saying
I
he's
mean,
like he's like
I will do it. I will do it. I will do
we'll put
it.
up 4 games or something, two that he knows,
Oh
two that you know,
shoot!
and we'll see who can
Hell
be the better
yeah!
sniper or something.
Oh, cause he's a good sniper. Was
He
it
is,
Warzone? Does
yeah.
it play Warzone?
Battlefield is his
Battlefield.
like main one.
He's
Um,
really good at that. I know that. So I mean,
you
hmm,
know.
yeah,
And then we've got a
that'd be a good
1v1
challenge.
obscure menace and everything. So we've got a
Yeah, no, that's him and Heavy. Like they
that's
just
him and
gotta
heavy.
fucking duke it out. They just gotta duke it out like until the end of like I don't know.
WCon.
Um, yeah. Oh, but K9, I really appreciate you. This was
No,
I was so relaxed. I only had
I'm
two of
glad.
those little bottles,
I
you
I
know.
only had. Let's see where we're at. No, we're not even that far in. We got to have another margarita night by the looks of it. Uh,
Yeah. Oh shoot. Yeah,
well, to be honest,
I had two of these right here.
yeah.
I have my little treasure, and they were delicious.
I got some of
But
them.
you
He's in
made
the
it so
kitchen.
easy. You made it so easy, more so comfortable, and um,
I'm
I
glad.
appreciate everything you do for everyone, all the charities, everything you do. You're just amazing. Okay, so I need to get
Yeah,
that. I
you
need to
need to
get
get that. Like
that.
the no, it's been a blast, and again, like
Hell yeah.
for everyone that doesn't know, a very very quick breakdown once again. I met Epic through raids pre to beginning affiliate days, and she's been here for not only myself but everyone else in these communities. Things happen in life. Twitch has its way of breaking people up or bringing people together. Things
Yep.
happen, but at the end of the day, everyone's been here for each other, whether
Mhm.
people come back or not. And it's been such a pleasure to see the journey that Epic Rangers had, not only be a part of it, like in those founding moments, but seeing her just shoot off, do her thing, be everywhere, see stuff like that dynamic between Heavy Hustle and Epic Ranger. Like I said, that's like goals. All right, that's like Let's Be Frank and Wifey, but the friendship zone. You know what I mean? Like, that's goals to me on Twitch. All right, so if anyone wants to apply for that, apply below. Like, but yeah, it's been absolutely amazing. Epic has always looked out for me, alongside people like Heavy. There's never been any love lost if we can't ever connect, and that's what
Hell
it's
yeah.
about, right? There's never any of this like you weren't in my stream, you weren't around during this. Like it's been awesome to have friends like that. So.
Life gets in there, but you'll be around still.
Exactly,
And
and
mhm.
I will always do my best to be around for such people like Epic Ranger, and you wonderful people. However, I do have to play a very quick song, because unfortunately at the Doghouse, guys, it's closing time. So as we as
Closing
we wrap up,
time.
all right, we
Open
got to
all the
get sad
doors
and
and
sentimental and
let you
soppy,
out
all right,
into
about
the
each other. Um,
world.
but it is
I forgot how to
always
play.
Closing
a blast.
time.
I'm just pulling up Cobalt Bunny's stream. She's on the starting
Hell
share
yeah.
screen. Thank you all so much for coming in, showing Epic Ranger the love and support that not only does
Thank
she
you.
deserve, but you guys are being brand new. If you aren't following, please do. Let's get her a big, whopping, massive shout out. Go over there, see some cracked gameplay, some laughs. Um, Maybe see if Heavy Hustle's in jail or not. She'll know before
Aha.
we do. But yes, please go show that love. And I will very quickly announce that for the first time ever in the Doghouse, we've actually got people lined up. So next week we are set
Hell
to
yeah.
have Let's Be Frank and Wifey as a duo. All right, I know, big. That's big. Daddy
Fantastic.
Frank on
Oh,
my stream.
I can't
All right,
wait.
right. So I'm very excited for that, just as much as I was excited for Epic, for Cora, for
Oh,
Rocket God, Doctor Di, everyone that's been on here. All right,
hell yeah.
and I can do this sort of stuff without your love and support. Epic being one of them, Heavy, Shaisu, everyone in chat. Leah, she's live. I always said that I will give my mods a shout out if they are live. She is currently live. If you want to head over there too. Um,
Mhm.
but it looks like Cobalt Bunny is fixing something right now. So I am admitting that I'm stalling as I watch her stream to try and be like,
It's okay. No
because
worries.
I would definitely like to get in there when you guys can see her. But I feel like we just need to head over there and show her some love. Maybe that will be the boost she needs to, figure this out. But thank you all so much for being here. Um, it's always an honor. It's always a pleasure. If anyone wants to come on the Doghouse, let me know in the Discord. That is how I, managed to get the Epic Ranger on here,
Oh,
reaching out, doing
oh
doing
my
our
God.
thing.
It's such an honor to be here. Thank
Oh.
you so much. I was like, am I ever going to be on there? I'm like, God, I hope he asks me.
I
I'm
just
like, I
started in
don't want to
January, all
be
right? You can't be. It's
in.
only February. Like, give me a sec. No,
And
if I could do
it's
this.
fantastic. It's my birthday week. I love it. I was
Oh,
on here.
well,
Thank
again,
you.
happy
So
birthday,
nice.
Epic Ranger. If we could get some happy birthdays
Thank
for her,
you. Oh
happy
my
level up
God.
days. Um,
Hell
and
yeah.
we truly appreciate you. But Epic, it has just been an honor, a pleasure, as always. And so I am going to head over to um, Cobalt
Bunny.
Bunny and hit to start that raid. This was, again, for any of you that don't know Cobalt Bunny, she is just like Epic and being a massive supporter of everyone. She's out there. She is trying to get
She
to
is.
affiliate, because she has the people. It's just now streaming. That's the hard
Yeah.
part. And so, if you could go over there, show her some love, I'd very much appreciate it. As always, if the vibes are not for you, that is okay. If you need to raid and run, please do. But you never know whose day you're going to make just by jumping in a stream and showing some love. Like Epic has
Hell yeah.
made all our days being here today. So, I'm going to hit start that raid. You guys have a wonderful night. And I will see you guys on the other side. So, from First Sergeant
Yeah.
Cheerio and Specialist K9 and the Epic Ranger, we have to pop smoke.
Besos. God, I
Let's go,
love
it's
that.
time to unite. K9 squad, we're
So
ready to fight. Popping smoke, troops on the rise. Animal squad, we light up the skies. Let's go, it's time to unite. K9 squad, we're ready to fight. Popping smoke, troops on the rise.
there I
Animal
am.
squad, we